Welcome to the TikTok channel of Yanifa, the TikTok channel of Ifa College, and the YouTube channel of Yanifa. Ojúmọ́ ire o, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà. Ẹ ṣé o, àdúpẹ́ o. Your purpose in life. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ o. You made it to level 3 of the fans club. Àdúpẹ́, ẹ ṣé. Àṣẹ ẹ̀làbọ̀rú, ẹ̀làbọ̀yè, ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣíṣẹ́ o. Ẹ̀làbọ̀rú, ẹ̀làbọ̀yè, ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣíṣẹ́. Àṣẹ ògbó àtọ̀yìn o. Grand Rising, as you join us, let me know where you're streaming from. Let me know where you're streaming from. Bulletin darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lénìí. Ẹ káàbọ̀, àbọ̀rú àbọ̀yè, àbọ̀ ṣíṣẹ́ o. Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣawo kù sẹ́yìn, ó bá wa ṣe. A ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣawo kù sẹ́yìn, ó bá wa ṣe. Someone said I'm your daughter, ma. Hey, your purpose in life. Elédùmarè ni. Elédùmarè ni wọ́n ní àpọ́nmí àti dájú gbogbo wa o. Ẹ ṣé o, àdúpẹ́. Congratulations for your new level at the fans club of Ifa College. Àṣẹ ẹ̀làbọ̀rú, ẹ̀làbọ̀yè, ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣíṣẹ́ o. Ògbó àtọ̀yìn o. As you join, please keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing. Like I said, the reason we ask for this is so that the algorithm can understand that this is good content and everybody wants to see it. Ẹ ṣé, ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Thank you for staying awake till this time. And for those of you that it's already morning, thank you for taking out time of your morning to come and dig into Ifa, to come and dig into what Olodumare has to say to us today. The hashtags for this live streaming is "My blessing is here now, Ashe, it is done." Our blessing is here now. We have first of all recognized that our blessing is here. We have recognized that every good thing that we need for life is already here. Everything we will ever need in life is already here. Olodumare says it is here. So we dig into the Odrifa to direct us to where to find it, because Ifa ni afini monomaraye. Ifa is the GPS of life. Ifa is the one that directs us to where, Ifa is the one that guides our step to where to find it. So the blessing that you seek is on another side of the map. The blessings that I seek is on another side of the map. Ifa directs me as a person to where to find my own blessing for myself, find my own goodness, my own greatness, my own, every good thing that I want for myself. Ifa directs me. Then Ifa gives you a different instruction to direct you to your own blessing. That is exactly how it works with Ifa. Please keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, so that we can so that we can remind our viewers that we are ready to come in today. Thank you so much. Eshe, eshe, eshe. Elaboru, elaboye, elabo ṣíṣe o. Elaboru, elaboye, elabo ṣíṣe o. Keep tapping on your screen, keep tapping on your screen, keep tapping on your screen. Keep liking, keep sharing. Today is another episode of Ashe for today. And on today's program, we are going to dig into another Odrifa for today. Meanwhile, this is episode 25 of Ashe for today. If you have missed previous episode where we have treated different essay of the Odrifa, we are live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Yanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Yanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. That's the YouTube channel that was posted by, it's just right on your screen right now. We're live on YouTube, Yanifa Ewa TV. Aboru aboye abosise oshundara oshundara. Eshegoni o akojumo. Keep tapping on your screen. We need more people before we can get started so that we don't keep going back. We are not checking the audio. Someone said there's something on YouTube. Is there? Audio is right there on YouTube. Check if the audio is working from your end. That's what you're supposed to check. Can you hear me? Is the audio clear on YouTube? And you? Can you hear me? Okay, just let me know. The person that is commenting, that is talking about the audio, please check your phone very well. The audio is on and it's working properly. Gap promotion. Aboro aboye o, aboye abosise o, ogbo ato yin o. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa. You can hear us. Okay, that's perfect. So we are live both on our YouTube channel and our TikTok channel for those that want to switch between the two channels. Èní ni ọ̀sẹ̀ Ṣàngó, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Jàkúta, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Yemọja, ọ̀sẹ̀ Ọya. Today we are having ọ̀sẹ̀ for these Orishas. Ṣàngó, Jakuta is also called Jakuta. Yemoja, Oba, Oya, amongst other Orishas. If you are not on the global Ifa community, you will not know how these things work. We have already put in a list for this month in the global Ifa community. If you have not joined that community, please send a message via WhatsApp. Send a message via WhatsApp that you want to join the global Ifa community. You would have access to all the information that we share as a community, that we share as a family. You'll be able to have direct first-hand information of it. Those of you that were here yesterday, Odrifa Wola Kolano, Odrifa Wola Kolano. Who can remember the Odrifa that we delved into yesterday? The Odrifa that we delved into yesterday. Who can remember? The Odrifa for yesterday. Who can remember? Before we go into say Iba, who can remember the Odrifa for yesterday? I told you yesterday or a couple of days ago that as you come to attend Ashe for today, please come in with your writing materials or your notepad somewhere. Just put it somewhere so that you can always make reference to it. That's the only way we can get this done. That is the only way you can always remember going every day to check what we have done. So I want to know what was the Odrifa for yesterday? Odrifa for yesterday. Aboru aboye abosise, as you join us, welcome to Ashe for today. Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọ̀sẹ̀, ọ̀wọ́nrín ọ̀sẹ̀, ọ̀wọ́nrín wẹsẹ̀, ọ̀wọ́nrín womwom. That's very interesting name. Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọ̀sẹ̀ ni Odrifa tá kọ́ lánàá. Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọ̀sẹ̀, that is the Odrifa that we delved into yesterday. Now, from that Odrifa, ẹjọ́ kí lẹ kọ́ nínú Odrifa àná yẹn? What was the significant thing that you took out from Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọ̀sẹ̀ yesterday? Odrifa Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọ̀sẹ̀. Hello, good morning, Ojumo Ireo. What was the thing? What was the major thing for you with Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọ̀sẹ̀? Did it answer any question you have always had? Did it give you any deep insight into what you have known? Someone said, well, first time I got it. Oh, you congratulations that you got it the first time. But you know that you can always get it every time if you actually write it down, or you record it somewhere, or you go back again and check the replay on the YouTube channel and then jot it down somewhere for your own future reading. Please do that so that you can always, the only way we can have this to always remember what it is when we write it down. Okay, when we write it down. So we have a flash goal of 6. I mean, just 6 people. So 6 people are going to help us meet our gift targets this morning on TikTok. Who are those 6 people that are going to help me meet our gift targets this morning, so that the algorithm can understand that Ifa and Isheshe is what we want? So yesterday, okay, please, can you look at the gift? Yes, thank you so much, Eshegoni. Yeah, that gift target that looks like join the fans club, I think that's what that one is. So we have 1 out of 6. We need 5 more. So the Odrifa for yesterday was Omori Ose, and I was asking, it's about we not judging or talking bad about people that are doing well and doing great. Okay, what else were we able to pick? The Odu encouraged us to do our Itefa. Did Omori talk about Itefa? No, Omori was not the Odu that talked about Itefa. That was the Odu for Wednesday. The Odu for Wednesday is the one that talked about Itefa. Omori did not talk about Itefa. Omori was speaking about people who will be constantly accused falsely. People will constantly just say negative things about them, but it is always false. And it's because of who they are, the kind of energy that they work with. That is what makes people constantly just want to talk about them, because the things that people don't understand, people will always paint as negative. So the Odrifa was admonishing people that have this type of life, people who have the tendency to experience this. Odrifa is telling them that they should not worry. It's just the balance of life. You have a great star, you have a great future, and some things are just bound to happen along the way with that your star. It's bound to attract certain things, you know. So Odrifa says that you should put your mind at rest and do the following ebo. Those ebo will give you victory over the people that constantly talk negative about you. It should always give people that are speaking negative about you, it should always give you victory over them. That is what that Odu talks about. We still have our flash sale on our screen. We still have our flash sale on our screen, our flash goal. We still have our flash goal showing on our screen. Those of you that are there. So that was what the Odrifa Omorion said taught us. Omorion said that we should, first of all, if you are the one that is experiencing this in your life, particularly for people that is your birth Odu, that will be your constant life experience. So you can, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that gift. Thank you for helping us meet our life goal. We need 4 more people to be able to meet that goal. He says, if that is your Odu that birthed you, if Omorion say is the Odrifa that birthed you, your life will constantly experience that. So it's not because you're a bad person. It's not because people don't like you. People will just always do these things. It's the balance of life. You have a great future. To balance it, you have this. But then Odrifa and Olodumare did not leave you helpless. Olodumare says, these are the things you are supposed to do to constantly make you overcome that backlash, the negative accusation, the envy, the jealousy, the hate, the unnecessary competition that you are not even a part of. Odrifa says, do all of these things. Then yesterday, we also admonished ourselves, those of you that in the habit of doing this to other people, you are in the habit of, what is it? Is she the only one? Is he the only one? Why are they even like that? If that person is somebody that is on the side of the Orishas, if that person is somebody whose Ori is strong and active, they will fight back, because when you say you have victory over someone, there has to have been a war, a fight, before there is a victory. So whatever it is that their Orishas decide to do to you, you are welcome, because you called for it. So the fact that you don't like something, it doesn't go well with you, you cannot explain it, just walk and pass. Walk and pass. Walk and pass. He says that we should do it, but thank you very much for that comment on YouTube. Please help me read out the name of that person that dropped the comments on YouTube so I can appreciate them. So then The Odu, Roland, right? Yes. Roland, thank you very much for that comment on YouTube. It says that we should do Ebo. Constantly make Ebo for your Ori. Because in this journey of life, elaboro elaboye, elabo shishel. In this journey of life, it is your Ori that is going to walk with you. In this journey of life, it is your Ori. So you constantly have to give Ebo to your Ori, particularly if this is your Odu, particularly if you experience these things. Constantly give Ebo to your Ori to activate it, to make it strong enough to fight for you. That is why we often say, Ori la ababo ka to bo Orisha. It is our Ori that we are supposed to give Ebo to first before any Orisha. The day your Ori would be there to fight for you and defend you, before you even have the chance to go and call on your Orishas, before you even have the chance to call your Babalawo to say, do an Ifa divination for me, which Orisha am I supposed to give Ebo to? Your Ori is that Orisha that is constantly working with you through life. So make your Ori active. We mentioned yesterday that some people's Ori is weak, is tired, doesn't have any strength. It's trying to help, but it doesn't have that strength. Strengthen your Ori and empower your Ori. We need 4 more people to meet our flash goals on TikTok, to join the fans club to meet our flash goals. We need 4 more people. 4 more people. They have asked me to encourage the viewers to help us meet our flash goals. So we're expecting you. What is your Ifa for today? Where is Olodumare directing us to today? Before we begin, let's make our Iba. Iba is when we are giving homage to the powers that be. Thank you very much. We have 3 people, 3 more people to go for our life goals. Some of you are wondering why this goals target is important to me. The way the algorithm of TikTok works, it is purely gamified. If you are not ahead of all their targets and all their, goals, the algorithm will not see your content as something that people want to watch, and they just keep pushing it down. And you know that because it is Ifa, it is already not that attractive. It doesn't look like every other thing on the what's it called? It doesn't look like every other thing on the app. So we have to do a lot of extra to be able to get people to know that we are here. My hope of glory, thank you so much for helping us to meet the flash goals we have. We need 2 more people to be able to get this done. Eshe Goni, awakened. Eshe Adupe Adupe. Ifabawashe Eledumare Abawashe. 1 more person, and I think I have just a few minutes. Who's that 1 person going to be? Who is that 1 person going to be? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you so much. 80% of our life goal is completed. We are celebrating this moment. 1 more person to go. Now let's make our Iba as we dive in. Akodaye Asheba. Asheba tiwaye ojo. Asheba tiwo oorun. Elédùmarè ọba lèwí lè ṣe, ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, Asheba. Ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé, ọba tó dá wa, ọba tó mọ̀ wá, ọba tó mọ̀ wá, àwẹ̀dá, àṣẹ̀dá, Asheba, Anikiba wa ṣe o. Elédùmarè ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé, Asheba, Anikiba wa ṣe o. Wọ́n ní àdáṣe ní humọ, ìbà ò gbọ́dọ̀ hun ọmọ ènìyàn. Èmi àti yín ò dáṣe o, ìbà ọ̀dẹ̀ ní hun wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. A tún ti wọlé àṣẹ lénìí, Aníkíbà wa ṣe o. Gbogbo orí tó péjọpọ̀ síbí, mo ṣèbà, mo ní kíbà wa ṣe o. Àṣèbà Jàgùnmàlè olúwo òde ọ̀run, àṣèbà Olúbíkin, àṣèbà Ọ̀sanyìnbíkin, àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn agbára tó solé ayé ró, àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń pè tó ń jẹ́ wa, Aníkíbà wa ṣe o. As we make this Iba, you type Iba share in the comment section. Iba share, that is what you type in the comment section. Iba share means that our Iba will be accepted and Olódùmarè will put his share on it. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi Ọ̀pákí Àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, Aníkíbà wa ṣe o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, Aníkíbà wa ṣe o. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, gbogbo ibi tá a bá kọjú sí, ire la máa bá níbẹ̀. Gbogbo ibi tá a bá bọ̀ sí, ire la máa bá níbẹ̀. Lọ́lá àwọn tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ ìní, Ajagunmalè olúwo òde ọ̀run àṣèbà, olúbíkin ọ̀sanyìnbíkin àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Ní gbogbo ibi tí àwọn òrìṣà wa wà, àṣèbà wọn, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Látòkèdókè láì dápá kan sí àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Àṣèbà wọn ìyá wa, bàbá wa, ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá wá sáyé àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Àníkíbà wa ṣe gbogbo àwọn kábíyèsí, gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba, gbogbo níjòyè níjòyè àṣèbà. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún léni àṣèbà. Ṣàngó, kábíyèsí Ṣàngó, Ṣàngó ọba Kòso, Arábàmbí ọkọ ya, àkàtà yẹríyẹrì, iná lójú, iná nímú, iná lẹ́nu bàbá mi. Wọ́n níná ń bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi lọ́run, èéfín là ń gbá láyè. Kábíyèsí Ṣàngó, alágbádá iná aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn, àṣèbà aníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á. Àṣèbà Yemọja, iye gbogbo ọmọ ẹja, àṣeyemọja Yemọja. Yemọja àrọ̀ gidigba o, alálẹ̀ odò abara mi ní jọjọ. Yemọja òrìṣà olú odò, àṣèbà o, àṣèbà fínjú obìnrin tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọkùnrin. Ìyá mi ẹbọra tí ń gbénú omi, tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún ọkùnrin. Àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọlọ́rẹ̀, àṣèbà, àní bá a ṣe mọ́sẹ̀ wá kó má dá sí wa lára o, kíbà wa ṣe o. Àṣèbà ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá sáyé, ìyá àti bàbá, àwọn tó ṣe ọlọ́kọ̀ tí a fi wá sínú ilé ayé yìí, àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú wa àtàwọn tó ti rebi àgbáre, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Onílé mi ò gbódò ọ̀rà, Ajíbọ́lá ẹ̀dán, Ajíbọ́lá mi ò gbódò ọ̀rà, mo ṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Àṣèbà Ajíbọ́lá, àṣèbà ẹ̀dán, àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn olúwo, gbogbo àwọn apènà, gbogbo àwọn ìyá àbíyè, gbogbo àwọn lísà, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ nínú ilé ńlá, mo ṣèbà. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Ajíbọ́lá, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀dán, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Bá a ṣe tún wá ti wá sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá lénìí, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń béèrè fún òun ni Ifá máa ṣe. Gbogbo ibi tí oore wa wà òun ni Ifá máa gbé wá fún wa o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní Ifá la torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, Ifá orí mi rèé o, ẹ wá bá wa tún ṣe. Wọ́n ní Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá fọ̀nà hàn èmi àti yín, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, kíbà wa ṣe o, ìbà ṣe. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we're going into another essay Ifá for today. We have 2 minutes more for our live goal, and we need just one more person. So who is going to join us? Who is going to join us? Who is going to? Just one person, and it's 2 minutes. Help us meet this live goal so that the algorithm can push Ifá College to the next level of visibility, and more people can see this content to learn about Ifá, to learn about Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, and to promote us as a race. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. So the Odù Ifá for today, Odù Ifá wo là ń dá lénìí? Odù Ifá wo là ń dá lénìí? Ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo, àṣeyé ìpa Ifá o, Ifá orí mi rèé o. Odù Ifá wo là ń dá lénìí? A ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, kí Olódùmarè ó bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣawo kù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe. A ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, k'Olódùmarè ó bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣawo kù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe. A ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, k'Olódùmarè ó bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣawo kù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe. Odù Ifá tó wà lórí ọpọ́n nìyẹn. Who knows this Odù? This is the Odù Ifá on our screen. We still need one more person for our live goal. You people have done 5 out of 6. Are you going to just leave us hanging like that? Elaboru, Elaboye, Elaboshishe. What is the Odù Ifá on the screen this morning? Ewoju ọpọ́n 1112 1121. Odù Ifá wo ló wà lójú ọpọ́n ní àárọ̀ yìí? Odù Ifá wo ló wà lójú ọpọ́n láàárọ̀ yìí? What is the Odù Ifá? What is the Odù Ifá for this morning? What is the Odù Ifá? One more person, and we have just a few minutes left, a few seconds, like 15 seconds. Who's going to be the one last person to join the fans club and help us meet our goal? What is the Odù Ifá this morning? What's the Odù? What is the Odù? What is the Odu? What is the Odu for this morning? What is the Odu Ifa for this morning? Ó yá, ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo, kí ló Odu Ifá tó wà lójú ọpọ́n láàárọ̀ yìí? Kí ni Odu Ifá tó wà lójú ọpọ́n láàárọ̀ yìí? Aunty Lande ò sí ń bí lénìí. That's why we don't know the Odu. Where has she responded? I can't find her comment. She responded where? On TikTok. Why am I not seeing it? I can't see it. Okay, you type it out then, if no other person can see it. Odu Ifá tó wà lójú ọpọ́n ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì. It's not ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì. This is not even a méjì. Méjì is when you have two things on the same side, and there's no ọ̀sẹ̀ on this Odu. There's no ọ̀sẹ̀ on this Ọpọ́n Ifá at all. The right side is different from the left side, so it cannot be a méjì. And there's no ọ̀sà there. They are doing guessing game. Kò sọ́sà ńbí, kò sọ́sẹ̀ ńbí o. Ika Ejiogbe. Kò sí Ejiogbe ńbí. And then we cannot have Ika Ejiogbe. Ejiogbe is already a double Odu. Auntie Lande said, okay, all right, we have two people that got, no, one person. It is Ogunda Irete. It is not Oturukun Irete. Ogunda Irete. Now, let me give you a shortcut to this. Just learn the first 16 Odus. The moment you learn the first 16 Odus, you will know every other one, because every other one is a combination of the first 16. And if you are seeking for a place to learn the first 16 Odus and what they mean, go to ifacollect.ng and register for the Henry Dilogun studies, which is the 16 Odus. It focuses on the 16 major Odu. Once you know the 16 major Odu, you know all the 256, because it's a combination of both of them at different points. So the Odu Ifa for today is Ogunda Irete. The Odu Ifa for today is what? Ogunda Irete. Write it in your book. Ogunda Irete. Ogunda Irete. Is Ogunda Irete. Ogunda Irete new. 1112 and 1121. Ogunda Irete. All right, so we are diving into Ogunda Irete. Kífá bá wa ṣe, k'Elédùmarè bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn kán bá wa ṣe. Aunty Lande, ẹ ṣé o. Thank you so much for constantly being my ọmọ awo assistant. What? No. Yeah, that was after it ended. So we are going into Odu Ifa Irete. And we are going to recite the Odu, Amaki Odu, both in English and in Yoruba. Ogunda Irete speaks of two major important concepts. The role of Elegbara, which is Eshu, as a messenger between humans and God. And it also speaks of Egungun, the ancestors, as a human being's path to supremacy. Your path to supremacy is to walk in the path of those that have gone ahead of us. But the essay we'll be focusing on today is talking about the role of Eshu, Elegbara, the role of Eshu in our lives. What is the role of Eshu in our lives? I know a lot of us has heard 1,000,001 times when they've said, Eshu is Satan, Eshu is the devil, Eshu is Lucifer, Eshu is the one that is taking people to hellfire, Eshu is demonic, is the one that is the ruler of the demons. We have heard those things like 1,000,001 times. And I'm sure you have also heard maybe 5 or 6 or 10 times that Eshu is not Satan. So if Eshu is not Satan, who exactly is Eshu? Tani Eshu. So this Odu tells us a little bit about Eshu, and that's why I love this essay. It focuses a lot on Eshu and what the Orisha Eshu has come to do. The most controversial of all our Orishas. Remember the Odu Ifa for yesterday when we said that the people that have great stars, that has great future, that things just happen for them on a mega level, they are bound to attract people that will speak negatively about them, accuse them falsely. Of all the 401 Irumores and Orishas that we have, Eshu wore that crown with Eshu has worn that crown like so many times. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní aṣoṣo abẹ ni. Èṣù ọ̀dàrà olórí tó ń gbẹ́rù sí. Gbogbo ẹrù tó dìlé lórí kò lè dúró sórí ẹ̀ torí aṣoṣo abẹ ni. Look at this. This is how you have the head of Eshu. Aṣoṣo abẹ ni is always, the head is always pointed. That's what we call aṣoṣo abẹ. Now, if you take a luggage, a load, or this item, and place it here, is it going to stand? It cannot stand. Wọ́n ní aṣoṣo abẹ ni, èṣù ọ̀dàrà olórí agbẹ́rù sí. Gbogbo ẹrù tẹ́ ń dì, all the load of the description, the negative description that they've tried to put on the head of Eshu, it cannot stand. Ó máa máa jábọ́ ni. There is a reason that Eshu made Ebo for his head to look like that. Kó má lè gbé ẹrù tó dìlé lórí. And as much as they try to put that load that is not Eshu's own, to put that name that is not Eshu's own on Eshu, did it stand? No. If it was able to stand, you and I will not be here today teaching and learning about Orisha Eshu. You and I will not be taking our Ebo to Eshu. When we come to do it, Epha, you and I will not be advised to have Eshu in our house, Eshu le. So, Eshu ọ̀dàrà olórí agbẹ́rù sí torí pé aṣoṣo abẹ òun lórí ẹ̀. We give all the glory to Olodumare for vindicating Eshu ọ̀dàrà at the end of the day. So here we are saying Eshu is not Satan. Who then is Eshu? Let's dive into Odrifa Ogunda Irete. Táwọn awo mọ̀ sí Ogunda Kete. Ogunda Kete, you might have heard Ogunda Kete is still the same thing, but Ogunda Irete is the name of the Odus when we call them out one by one. Adẹ́ja kò mọbi tí òkun ti ń mú omi wá. Òfìdàn kò mọ ìpìlẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ọ̀sà. Adífá fún ẹlẹ́gbára èyí tí ń ṣe èṣù, tí ó ní kí wọ́n mú gbogbo nǹkan wá bẹ òun, kí òun bá lè gbé ẹbọ wọn dé ọ̀run. Ọ̀rúnmìlà bí pé ó ní báwo ni ẹlẹ́gbára ti ṣe máa fi hàn àwọn tó wà nínú ayé pé ẹbọ wọn á dé ọ̀run? Very important. Báwo la ṣe máa mọ̀ pé tá a bá gbẹ́bọ fún èṣù ó máa dọ̀run? Èṣù dáhùn ó ní ẹni tí ẹbọ rẹ̀ bá dà, ìtumọ̀ kẹ́bọ dà ni pé tó bá dà síre àbí tó bá da ibi kúrò, tí ẹbọ wa tó bá darí ire wá àbí tó bá darí ibi kúrò, òun là ń túmọ̀ sí pé ẹbọ dà. Èṣù ẹlẹ́gbára dáhùn ó ní ẹni tí ẹbọ rẹ̀ bá dà tó bá darí ire wá tàbí tó bá darí ibi kúrò, a ó mọ̀ pé ẹbọ òun dọ̀run. For those of you that don't understand Yoruba, just hang in there. I'm going to interpret in a few minutes. Bí àwọn ọmọ aráyé ti ń rúbọ, kí wọ́n máa sọ pé, kí wọ́n máa wí pé ẹbọ mi ti dókun, ẹbọ mi ti dọ́sà. Wọ́n ní bí ọmọ aráyé tí kò bá rúbọ rí, tó bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rúbọ tán, kó máa wí pé ẹbọ mi ti dókun, ó dọ́sà. Ẹbọ dẹ̀ máa dà. Ẹni tí ó bá ti ń rúbọ, tó ti ń rúbọ tẹ́lẹ̀, kó máa wí pé ẹbọ mi dòde ọ̀run, ẹbọ mi dọ̀run. Wọ́n ní kí ẹlẹ́gbára rúbọ kí ọmọ aráyé lè bá a gbọ́ tirẹ̀. Ẹbọ rẹ̀ ní ìgbà ọ̀pẹ. Yoruba is interesting. Ìgbà ọ̀pẹ, àkùkọ adìyẹ, òkété àti ẹgbẹ̀tàlélógún owó, ó gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rú. Wọ́n dífá fún èṣù ẹlẹ́gbára, wọ́n ní kó rúbọ, ó gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rú. Kí ló ní kó rúbọ fún? Káwọn ọmọ aráyé lè bá a gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ. Èṣù ti rúbọ, èṣù yẹn náà ló ní káwa náà máa rúbọ pé òun mọ̀nà tí ẹbọ wa máa gbà. Now, English interpretation. The fisherman does not know where the sea gets its water. Nobody knows. nor does he know the origin of the lagoon. Nobody knows. This was a divination made for Elegbara, which is also called Eshu, who said that they should supplicate him with variety of things so that he can carry their sacrifice, their ebo, to Orun. For lack of better words, Orun will be heaven. Orunmila asked how Elegbara will be able to manage to show the people of this earth that their sacrifices will reach heaven. Elegbara explained in his response. He said that anyone whose sacrifice has been accepted will know that it has been accepted because of the results the person will get. Two results. It's either it brings blessing to you or it pushes negativity away from you. Basically, those are the two reasons why we give Ebo. Basically, those are the two reasons we give Ebo. He says, when people who have never offered sacrifice make an offer or they bring their offering, they must say, my sacrifice has reached the sea, my sacrifice has reached the ocean, and it will be accepted. But anyone that has been offering Ebo regularly and his sacrifice has been accepted, he should say, my sacrifice has reached heaven. It has reached Orun, which is why we say, Ebo wa ti da, Ebo ti do di Orun. Our sacrifice has brought good things because it has reached Orun. Elegbara was asked to sacrifice so that the people of this world might obey him, so that they might listen to him. The sacrifice was a palm tree, a climbing rope, a cock, a large bush rat, and 6,600 cowries. He heard, he sacrificed, and his sacrifice was accepted. This is the Odrifa that we made for Eshu. Now, in this Odu, something very important. Two things, actually. The first one, Eshu is described in this Odu. This Ese Odu, òun ló fi ìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé Eshu ni alárinà tó ń gba ẹbọ tó ń gbé lọ sọ́run. This essay is the one that established the office of Eshu Elegbara as the one that receives our ebo and takes it to Orun to effect the changes that we want. This Epha is the one that establishes that this is the assignment that Eshu was given to. But before that assignment could become reality, Eshu himself had to make ebo. So there you are. Thank you for the gift. So there you are. You are the one that Olodumare has sent you to do certain things. Olodumare has sent you to do certain things on this earth, to be a CEO, to have mega businesses, to lead people, to guide people, all of those good stuff. Olodumare has asked you to do it. You have a bright star. You have a great future. People will come to you. People will listen to you and blah, 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 blah. But before that can become a reality, you have to make ebo. The Orishas that Olodumare sent expressly with instructions of what to do. Before they could perform what they had to do on this side of life, they had to make ebo. It's just, that's just the way it works. In this side of life, in this side of spirituality, ebo is one that has the order of the day. Everything about us is ebo. Somebody is probably asking, will they ever read an essay that doesn't talk about ebo? No, it's not going to happen. Are we going to read the essay that people were asked to make ebo and they did not do? Oh yes, we have seen one. But will there be instructions of ebo? There will always be. Ebo is like your breath and your life in this world. You want to survive this world, get ready to make ebo. Yes, get ready to make ebo. And I would always say it. This is one of the things that our forefathers ran away from when they presented religion to them. Let's go and try something else that does not involve this ebo. Every now and then, ebo. Everything. It just has to do ebo. Go and bring money. Go and buy goat, go and buy ram, go and buy. In another video, I will be explaining to you the importance of your ebo, the spiritual importance of the animal and the blood. Even the religion that you are carrying like this, every one of them, at least the two major religions that we have in Nigeria, they are tied around ebo. Islam is tied around ebo. If I don't know anything about them, I know that once in a year, Oban Sheileya, the big Salah, Eid, is that the one they say Eid Mubarak? Because I don't even know what all those things mean. They have, everybody is saving money to buy the biggest ram. And prayers is said as that ram is being unleaved and the blood comes out. Very important part of their religion. Christianity itself, the foundation of that religion is based on the sacrifice. They did not even stop at animals. They stopped at a human person. A whole innocent human person is what they had to use for ebo. I mean, we are still doing animals. We are very good people. Because animals will still go eat whichever way. We will still eat them. So you understand that ebo is very important. For you to find it in every form of spirituality in one way or the other is very important. Those that lied to them told them that somebody has come to be the sacrifice one and for all. Somebody has made their ebo once and for all. There is no such thing as once and for all in this life. Once and for all, bawo. Change is the only constant thing in this life. So there's no once and for all thing. Is ebo included in some iwure or etutu? Is ebo included in some? What's that question? Is ebo included in some iwuye or etutu? Ebo is not included in etutu. Ebo is ebo, etutu is etutu. They are two different things. Then that thing you typed, iwuye, please, can you explain that word in English? Because that word can mean so many things when you put different ami on it. So ebo is important. Now, the ebo was made for Eshu, Elegbara, as what? A messenger between us and the divine. Eshu is the one that stands. Is ebo included in Iwure? No, Iwure is Iwure. Ebo is ebo. Etutu is etutu. Three different things. No similarities. There are three distinctly different things. Is the messenger that stands between us and Olodumare, between us and the spirit beings, every spirit being. So you have the human life, you have the spirit life, and then you have Eshu in between. Your human life is here, your spirit life is here. Eshu is the bridge and the intermediary. You literally cannot go from here to here without Eshu. You see why the target was on Eshu. You see why religion came to target Eshu. Because religion knows that you are here. Everything that you need is here. Your blessings are here. Your spirit guide is here. Your ancestors are here. Olodumare is here. Ifa is here. Your Orishas are here. Your Erumoles are here. Your destiny is here. Everything about your life as a spirit person is here. And you are here. The only thing that connects is a bridge called Eshu. So they decided to break the bridge. The moment that bridge is broken, you have no business. You cannot get to here. So instead of targeting here one by one, targeting the Orishas, then the Erumoles, then the ancestors, then Olodumare, then other spirits be, then the Egbe, they decided to just break the bridge that is in between. I mean, they tried to break the bridge, they couldn't. So what they decided to do was label that bridge as unsafe. The bridge is unsafe. Auntie Lande, thank you for that definition. Sacrifice is ebo, appeasement is etutu. Iwure is loosely defined as prayer. Loosely defined. I like that word. Emphasis on loosely defined, for lack of better words in English. Yeah. So they labeled that bridge as unsafe. You know how there's a bridge that links you from here to the northern part of your country, and then they're saying that bridge is not safe. Everybody that goes on it will fall down. There are crocodiles attached to it. Is infested by this, and there's this on it. And if you go there, your life will end, and you get nobody. How then are you able to go to the northern part of the country if that is this description of the bridge? So that's what they did. They intelligently, in quotes, targeted Eshu and decided to say Eshu is Satan. And trust me, nobody wants to associate with the character of Satan that they painted. But anyways, newsflash, we do not even have an entity in Yoruba cosmology, in Ifa and Isheshe. Basically, in African spirituality, we do not have an entity defined as Satan, as Lucifer, that that came that had a confrontation with God and wanted to take over God and is the one that is the author of bad and evil. We don't have such entity. We understand that what is called bad, evil, negative, whatever it is just a balance of life. We recognize that that is the way Olodumare has created and formed this life. Everything is created in twos. Meji. One of your first lessons in Ifa will tell you, look at this side of your hand and look at the other side of your hand. So this shows the other side and this is it. See how significantly different they are. In fact, aside from the size of the fingers, they almost don't look alike. And this is how life is made. This is a summary of life. Tibitirenile aye. Ibi is negative, Ire is positive. Or Ire is positive, Ibi is the opposite of it. It works together. You can't split them. Olodumare made that, not some devil, and that sounds more realistic, doesn't it? Because there's a summer, there is a winter. There is a day, there is a night. So they let us believe that the daylight is God and the night is the devil. Darkness is the devil. No. Àwọn Yami, they dwell and they thrive in darkness. And they are a major part of our life. And we love them and they love us. They are our mothers. They are not evil. Darkness is not evil. A lot of things take place in the dark. And they are very productive things. So let's unlearn that idea. Somebody was asking, can I talk to you after this live streaming? Yes, that's the WhatsApp number pinned on the screen right now. So Eshu is that messenger, and this is the reason why that messenger has been constantly attacked and has been labeled all of the negative ways you can imagine. So now that you know the reason Eshu was labeled, now that you know the position that Eshu holds, then you would understand, wow, so this is what these people were doing. So you see, usually when you make conversation, right, because I'm a teacher, I tend to, let's leave the big grammar, let's leave the argument, let's go to the basics and just define what these things are. Now, one of the responsibilities of Eshu, Elegbara, that was stressed in this essay, is to take our ebo. We have said everything in our literal human life is attached to ebo. Every situation is attached to ebo. Thank you so much for that official big sound. Ifa Sheun, Orunmila Sheun. Orunmila is the Orisha of wisdom, of knowledge, and of understanding. So we give all of that accolade to Orunmila. Ifa Orunmila, Eshe. Thank you very much for following. As you join this live streaming, follow. If you don't follow, waiting you gain. What's your gain in life if you don't follow? Follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you. Keep tapping on your screen. Somebody says, I have learned that you can see the binary as open, one, and close to, indicating a balance. Yes. I want to know the reason why you Ifa people used to put on beads, please. Why we used to put on. It's called an Ide. It's a symbol. It's like, let me explain to you in a way you understand. Why do people put on rings when they get married? It's a symbol. Why do traditions adorn themselves in a certain way? It's a spiritual covenant and a symbol. Exactly. So the moment you understand why people wear rings as a spiritual commitment and symbol, that is our own spiritual commitment and symbol to every one of the Orishas, the powers and the spirit beings that is represented in our culture, depending on each one. The moment you come in and you become a part of it, identify with it the way identity is supposed to be done here. You are given the beads, either your necklace or on your hand, as a symbol that, yes, this person belongs to Ifa. Just like people see wedding ring on you and say, ah, this woman belongs to a man. No, she's married to somebody. And when they see you and your husband wedding ring, they see that it's the same. They say, okay, that's her husband. You insist that your uncle should give you. They don't give you. It's just like you go and meet one man on the street and say, I insist that you give me a wedding ring. No, it doesn't work that way. You don't go about insisting that people give you certain things that is synonymous to your commitment to that thing. So if you want an Ifa bead, you come to Ifa and you make a commitment with Ifa in the process that it takes. And when that commitment is made, as a symbol of your love and commitment, and as a symbol of identity, you get this. If it doesn't matter, you can do Ibori, you can do anything there. As long as you have not done Itefa, you are not Omo Ifa. You understand? So it's like when you say, and I used to go and visit that man in his house, and he called me his girlfriend. So why can't he give me a ring? No. All of that one is preamble. When you want to take a ring, you come into a commitment with that person. You sign on dotted lines. You go through the requirements. Then the person willingly gives it to you and say, today we have a commitment. So this is our own commitment to Ifa. This is what Ifa gave us as, go ye into all the world and let everybody identify you. And these two colors, Tewe, Tegbo, Ewe àti Egbo. Ewe is the green color, that's the color of leaves. Ewe is leaves and trees. Egbo is the earth, the root, the sand, which is why we say, when people say, Ifa is fetish, it's terrible, the put together of Ifa is Ewe àti Egbo. Kò sí nǹkan tó jù yẹn lọ. Ewe àti Egbo ni. The animals that we use, they are going to eat ewe. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tá à ń ṣe, the plants we are going to eat, they are going to grow out of the ground. Ilẹ̀ náà ló ti máa jáde, inú egbò yẹn náà ló ti máa jáde. They want to make spiritual medicine for you. Ewé àti egbò yẹn náà ni. If a human being is up, after spirit has left, this body lays down to what? Egbò yẹn náà ni. Ewé àti egbò, tewé tegbò. So when you hear people say tewé tegbò, Ifá ló ń sọ, that is the summary of Ifá. Ewé àti egbò, that's the summary of Ifá. There is nothing outside of that. Kò sí. There is nothing outside of that. There is nothing mysterious about it. All the spiritual work we are doing, ask any babalawo from anywhere. Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe tá à ń pè ní spiritual work, ewé àti egbò ni. Òun la ṣe ń sọ pé tá a bá a ṣe ń jà kó máa jẹ́ fún wa. Bá a ṣe ń gún egbò kó máa dùn fún wa. Ewé àti egbò ni, that's the summary. What's the name of the book you are reading from? The book I'm reading from is The Sacred Odu Ifa. From what I know as of today, it's no longer in print. I don't know if publishers have decided to start printing. But we are also working on The Sacred of Ifa from Ifa College. It's going to be from the printing press of the school that is going to combine all 356 Odu Ifa in Yoruba, in the ancient Yoruba text. Emphasis on ancient. So when you see things like wọ́n ní kí ó lọ, like we say in recent Yoruba, in our book you will say wọ́n ní wọ́n lí kí ó lọ is Li. Ancient Yoruba is Li. Modern Yoruba is Ni. So we have curated them in the ancient Yoruba text the way it was given to our fathers and translated into English. Now, aside from that translation, the same way I teach you, picking one essay on how to appropriate it to modern day everyday life, it's going to contain what we call the commentary, right? And it's going to, every essay will be explained on how to appropriate it to modern day life. So we're coming with that. It's called it will be called The Sacred Text of the Odu. So if you're interested in that, it's on a pre-order. We are still in publishing stage. We are still going through all the back-end work for publishing. So this is where you get to pre-order. The first rollout of publishing, of publications might be sold out even before it is published. Because at the first rollout, we don't know what turnout is going to be. So we're not going to have so many prints. So for only those that have pre-ordered. So if you want to pre-order for that, the combination of all 256 Odu Ifa, oh yes, we can ship anywhere. All 256 Odu with their English translation and the explanation of how to apply every essay to modern day life. Just send a message via the WhatsApp number. You'll be given the pre-order form. You fill it. It will get your details. So as soon as we launch, you'll be the first to receive the emails and it will be shipped to you. The WhatsApp number is now pinned on the screen. So Eshu, that is why we sing Eshu gbá lọ, ẹgbà gbá lọ, ohun ẹ̀rí ẹ f'Eshu, Eshu gbá lọ. It will be available both in text format, in e-copy format, that's soft copy, hard copy format, and audio book. So your soft book, your hard book, and your audio book, it will be available in those three formats. So when you fill the form, it will be there for you to fill what format you prefer, right? Eshu gbá lọ, ẹgbà gbá lọ o, ohun ẹ̀rí ẹ f'Eshu, Eshu gbá lọ. It means that Eshu should accept it and take it. Egba is a short form for Elegbara. Elegbara should take our Ebo. Now, when Orunmila asks, that is the second part of this teaching. Excuse me. When Orunmila asked Eshu, Orunmila said, how are people going to know? How are you going to manage to convince people that when they give Ebo, it will be accepted? How are people going to know? Because this Ebo and Etutu you are talking about, it's shitload of money. It's a lot of money. So people need to know that their Ebo will be accepted. We cannot just be telling people, carry your Ebo to Eshu. Every Orisha will say, carry your Ebo to Eshu. We have to be able to tell these people. They need proof that their Ebo will be accepted. And what did Elegbara say? Elegbara dáhùn ó ní ẹni tí Ebo rẹ̀ bá dà tó darí ire wá àbí tó darí ibi kúrò, ó máa mọ̀ pé Ebo òun dé ọ̀run. So the proof that your Ebo has been accepted is Ebo máa darí ore wá àbí kó darí ibi sọ́hùn. It means that your Ebo either direct good things to you or direct the negative away from you. That's way you know that your Ebo has been accepted. I need to roll the drum to that. Because those of you that come to Babalawo and Yanifa and say, the Ebo you did, I didn't see any changes. Excuse me, I'm not the one that caused the change to happen. It's not me. It's not me. I'm like a postman. You have brought your letter. I've carried your letter. I've gone to drop it at the post office. I don't know what happens after then. Sincerely speaking, I don't know. If there's any Babalawo that is telling you, I have a way to help your Ebo to be accepted, please take me to that Baba, because me too, I want to come and learn how we can manipulate Ebo to being accepted. There's nothing we can do about it. Our responsibility is to make sure that we give the Ebo the right way. There is a right way, which is our job description. We have been trained professionally to do that. And we will do that. And we will drop it there. And Eshu will accept it. And Eshu will do with it whatever it is that he chooses to, which he promised us that he will take it to Orun, to the respective Ajogun and Orishas and spirit beings that need it. But that, please update your settings so that we can type in Yoruba with the, okay, it doesn't work. Oh, all right, we'll check on that. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was from your keypad. Okay, we'll check on that when this video is done. Please, any comments in YouTube, read it out to me so that I can follow people on YouTube. So you will give it. Now, when Orunmila asked Eshu, how will people know that it will be accepted? He said, when the evil has gone and the good has come, you will know that your Ebo ti da. That is why we say, wọ́n ní kó rúbọ, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta la owó, àkùkọ méjì, àgbò mẹ́ta, ó gbọ́ rírú ẹbọ òru, ẹbọ fín, ẹbọ dà, ẹbọ dòdì ọ̀run, ní bá ń ṣẹnu rere yin awo, làwo yin ifá, ifá yin elédùmarè ọba. Meaning that they asked them to make ẹbọ, they gave their ẹbọ was accepted. Their ẹbọ was accepted. And the ẹbọ dà. So when we say ẹbọ dà, what do we mean? Somebody is asking what's the Odrifa of today. When we say ẹbọ dà, what do we mean? Ẹbọ darí ire wá, ẹbọ dà ibi, ó dà ibi sọnù, ó darí ire wá, ó darí ibi lọ. That's what we mean when we say ẹbọ dà. So after that, how do they know? They experience certain things in their life. Now, the question you might be asking as a client is this, which is the question that I would also ask. Which is the question that I would also ask. Okay, you asked me to make Ebo, I've made it. I gave you the money, you did it. You sent me video, but I still haven't seen any change. So where does that leave me? I'm just supposed to hope. So if I don't see any change, it means that the Ebo has not been accepted. So what do I do? Give another one? No, you have to explain to me what happened to the other one I gave. Why didn't I see result? So that at least I will be able to do it differently this time around. Because nobody keeps doing the same thing and expects a different result just pass. Now, here is what it is. There was a video where I explained about Ebo, about Ajogun, about Eshu, about Awon Yami. That video is on my YouTube channel. Please go to Yanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Yanifa Ewa TV on YouTube and go and watch that video. It talks about Eshu, Awon Yami, Awon Ajogun. But today I will give you a summary. Now, I gave an example on that video. I said there was a time that I traveled to Benin Republic. There was a time that I traveled to Benin Republic, on my research for Ifa, because we also have Yoruba people there that practice Ifa and very beautiful forms of African spirituality. Because the community had been good to me, because they had been a part of my journey, I decided to give, just find one or two people to give to in the community. So I told the head of the community, please find me 3 people, that I can give money to. Let's know where they need assistance. And then they brought these 3 people. And they were about to start explaining, mommy, don't worry. There's no need to explain. I will give all 3 of you the same amount of money. Let everybody use it as it applies to them. So I decided to give 500,000 CFAs to each person. And off I went. A couple of months, they had a certain festival. The head of the community invited me back to the festival. And I was there. Festival went well. And I just thought, let me check on the people that we gave stuff to. Let's see how they're doing, how their life is progressing. And then we started hearing whispers of, Yami, you shouldn't have done. That person is not this. That money is not the one you should have given it to. Excuse me, let's see the people. And then I see the 3 of them in their different lives. One of them has already established, a little business, and dude was doing well. The other one was still looking like somebody that... The third one he was not even looking different from what his life, his everything around him was not looking different from. In fact, I could even say it was looking kind of worse. So they were like, you see, we told you that. I said, okay, can we hear from them? I need to understand what's going on here. Why are we having this? So I called the 3 of them, and then they're explaining. And then the first one, who was, has started doing his business and everything is doing fine. He said, at the time that I gave him that 500,000 CFAs, he didn't have money. He literally didn't have anything. He was barely feeding. And immediately he took the money, the business plans that he had, he set up something, and that something has been doing well. Okay. You unko Oga. The guy said, the second person said, at the time you gave me that money, he said he was owing about 490,000 CFAs, and the people that he was owing They would have been on his neck, embarrassing him and his family, and he just had to go and pay everything. And he barely had about 10,000 sephas, which he just used to, people that heard that they gave him money to were there. You buy something for us, so 10,000 sephas, sharp, he finished. Mr. Number 3 said he was owing about 1.2 million sephas. 1.2 million sephas. He paid 500. He's still in debt, real debt, as in it's not. He did not even go halfway. Now look at the three of them. They took the same amount of money. They had different qualities of life. They used the money judiciously. None of them wasted it. But on surface level, their results are not the same. Now, when you look at that two on surface level, you will not look at them as, the money benefited them. You will not look at them as, they were good people. You won't conclude that, Ire has come to them. The only person that you will look at and say Ire has come to is the one that you can see result. Maybe if you are a part of the everyday life of the one that was able to pay off all that he owed, you will know that at least people have stopped coming to his house to embarrass him over money. But the third one, you will just look at them and see what's wrong with you. Look at this one. That's exactly how our spiritual journey is. Some of you are coming from backgrounds where you are in spiritual debt. The money that you owe, the ebo that your family owes, that the things that your family owe this life and this universe to be able to get a balance is like this. And if you do not clear them out, you cannot move forward because you are a continuation of them. The life you and I live right now is a product of our grandparents, great-grandparents, our parents, the spouses we married. It's a combination. We do not exist in isolation. So if your great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, grandparents, parents have been doing it right in the line of spirituality, you will not need to do so much to get ahead in life. You will not need to do so much. It's like a child whose parents, before they gave birth to that child, the father and the mother have sat down together on how to build a trust fund, on how to set up real estate investment for that child, on how to set up all of these good stuff, stocks and bonds and what have you. The parents have set all those things up. They have been investing in Ivy League schools, giving every term, every semester, so that their child's name is on that list. Then that child is born and everything is already there. Maybe the child is born into a country in Africa or some part of Asia whose passport is not that strong. The father and the mother have started making travel plans to go to a tier 1 country so that the moment the mother is pregnant, they carry that child there. They are the ones that determine that. The child didn't choose that. The same way, if they had not done these things, some children were born with zero plan. Nobody even thought for a second about them, despite the fact that their mother carried them for 9 months. Nobody thought about which school is he going to go to. They just, when you give birth to the child, when we get to that road, we'll cross it. Your life is not going to be the same thing with the life of people that were born in families where they planned their life. So spiritually, these things go from generation to generation. Spiritually, it does go. You cannot compare your life with somebody whose grandmother, or let's say great-grandmother, has been doing Ebo and Etutu, prayers here and there, every spiritual, as she's going to church, she's going to mosque, she's going to Babalawo, she has done Epha, she has done baptism in church, she has done, what do they do in Islam? What's that thing that they do? He has done everything. She's pulling every side. She has gone into voodoo just to what? To protect her family, to protect her children, to make sure her children conquer, to make sure that they succeed. Baba has given them this soap. She will bathe her children with it. This ebo, she will do. Sometimes the children are like, Grandma, what is all this? Don't worry, just take it. If you finish, I will give you Coke and Fanta. She has been doing that. Every first day of the month, Baba, please help me check on my children and my grandchildren. What's happening with it? This your grandson. Something is going to happen at work. Quickly give ebo to Ogun. Grandma has done it. Grandma just calls you. Be careful at work. Oh, don't fight anybody. Grandma, what is it? What did you see? I'm just telling you, don't fight anybody at work. Then you get to work and some person just decides that it is you today. In that moment, you remember what your grandma said, and you, is it you? They say, you cannot get me. Grandma has done the underlining work. Eventually, grandma will pass. Now, this person has to start his own spiritual journey. Do you think he's going to have to do so much? No. He cannot have to do so much, unlike the ones who their grandma sat down in church paying tithe and offering. Nothing, no spiritual anything. Just paying tithe and offering in church and hoping that something will change. Or the ones that their own grandmom and granddad decided to pick the negative side of life, going to look for trouble everywhere. The spirituality they know, instead of them to use it positively, they are cheating people. They are getting rid of people to be able to have their land. There are different things. The repercussion will come. Nemesis will come. Karma will come. They have left curses and problems and difficulties and negativities for their children to inherit and pass on. So when you make ebo in that situation, there are certain things you are fixing in your root. You are fixing in your source. So the fact that you are not seeing it physically like this doesn't mean that it's not working. It doesn't mean that it is not working. There are sometimes that your ebo is going ahead to fight battles you will never know anything about. You will just never know. Sometimes when you find out, it's like 5 years later, somebody now comes to say, please, I just want to confess. You see, that time that we were in secondary school, I was the one that did this and this. Wow. Was you? Sometimes you don't even know. They tell you, there was a day you were coming to the office, man. I put something on the chair. Meanwhile, that day you got to the office. You entered into the office. You saw your cup where it's not supposed to be. You just got angry. I'm not even staying here. I've done enough with you people. And the person is hoping that you will sit down on that chair. Somehow, they just called you. Your child is somewhere. Something is happening with your daughter in school. You did sit down. You carried your bag immediately straight up to your daughter's school, and you get there. 2 minutes later, she's looking fine. Somebody wants to consult for Ifa divination, please post the WhatsApp number. 2 minutes later, your daughter is fine. And she says, Mommy, I just want to go home. And then you call them at work to say, please, I won't be able to come into work today. Let me just take my daughter home. And they allow you. That's the way you did not sit down on that chair, shall. But the person that put it there, your Orishas will deal with them. Then they will come back to you. Your ebo is the one that has put Ogun on standby that day to say, no. You cannot be giving ebo and go like this. You cannot be giving ebo and go like this. There is something popping on YouTube. What's that? Mr. El Yadrif. Please read it. Let me acknowledge him. Okay, Mr. El Yadrif on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining our exclusive community and making a 1-month subscription. Last year, Edumare, whatever it is that you hope and you intend to get from that, Eledumare will multiply it for you positively in 1,000 folds. Last year, Edumare. For those of you that has not joined our exclusive community, if you're on YouTube, in the description box of that video, you will join the exclusive community. Click on it and join. There are so many things happening there. It's like a closer community with me as a person. And if you are on TikTok, go to the bio, you will see subscription. Click on the subscription button and subscribe. Subscribe. I tell people, if I'm in an open space like this and I can teach this much and spend these long hours teaching, imagine what I will do for you if you're in a close community with me. So if you have not joined my spiritual mentoring program, which says, now that I have come to Ifa, what next? I love Ifa. I've come to Ifa, but I just don't know how to find my way. Oh, I was also able to find my way from Christianity, and I walked myself with the help of other people to where I am today. So trust me, I'm the best person to walk you on that journey. Yes. For those of you that don't know, I was born into a Christian home. A very strong Christian home. Not just all those Christian home that they just go to church because of guilt. No. My great-grandfather was a reverend in the Methodist church. My grandfather was a reverend in the Anglican church. My parents gave birth to me literally and raised me in Deeper Life Bible Church. And then I left Deeper Life. I went to Christ Embassy, where I became an assistant pastor for years before I came into IFA. So when I was coming to IFA, I didn't even have any uncle or auntie or grandma or grandpa to go and meet to say, please, I will have come back to our roots. Unfortunately, our own root has been uprooted and another plant has been planted. The person I sent the invite to, please ignore it. That was an error. So I had to find my way myself, step by myself. And I am here today. Right. So if you need somebody to walk you on that journey from Abrahamic religion, from wherever it is you're coming from, step by step into Ifa in a practical way, I will be that person. And my name is Iyanifa Awobankefa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. Grand rising to you on YouTube. So you want to click on the link in the bio. You will see, no, not the link. Go to the bio and check subscription on TikTok. On YouTube, in the description box, you will see join the exclusive community and you click on it, or you see join in the profile and you can be a part of it. So yes, we will continue. That's why we are here. All of this other information is necessary. So click on, send them the WhatsApp number. So where any point that you are, that your able meets you, every point that you are, that your able meets you, it is doing something for you. Oh, you love my shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Queen, what's her name? What is her name? No. This queen here that has this baby. What should we call her name? Queen Aduke. Queen Aduke, that's her name. We just named her. So the Queen Aduke gown, thank you so much. The people that are making it are in the background, though. They said if you want, you should contact them. So Royal Art, please drop your contact. Royal Art always comments. That's like my right-hand person on this streaming. Royal Art is going to take your order for they are ones that make it. So you see Royal Art, you see that name, yeah, contact them. They do beautiful art creations with African spirituality, African tradition, African everything, from clothing to art pieces, to duvets, to napkins, to curtains, every expression of art. Eshegoni, thank you so much. So we give our ebo and it is fixing something in your life part time. The fact that you do not see it does not mean your ebo is not working. As long as you trust the Babalawo that is doing it, you trust that they know what they are doing, you trust the Yanifa that is doing it, you trust that they know what they are doing, and they have recorded it or gone on a live streaming and you have seen it, yes, your ebo has been done. Eshu has accepted the ebo and it is fixing something in you. It is fixing something. So what you have to fix is different from what I have to fix. The number of ebo that you require is different from the number of ebo that I require. The effort that I need to put in is different from yours. So, let's understand where we're all coming from, and let's not be discouraged that, oh, I did one ebo and it did not fix it. One ebo is not likely to fix it. One ebo is not likely to fix it. Just like one seed is not likely to give you that harvest that you want. Meanwhile, on this side, ebo is even a constant part of our life. It's a continuous thing. We read in the Odrifa a couple of days ago, people that were flourishing, somebody that was born in wealth and in greatness and was flourishing. What did the first say? Make ebo so that you will not lose this good thing. Make ebo so that your joy will not fade away. Then people that don't have at all, that were not born into wealth, what did the first say? Make ebo so that Ajay will bring wealth for you. So you see, the summary of everything is still ebo. So you cannot be discouraged from it. You cannot. It's a normal part of your life. You are feeding the Orishas. They are showing up for you in ways that you don't know. My mom used to say this when I was younger, that If God can open our eyes to see the battles that spirits are fighting for us, we will ask that they should not show us again. We'll just be saying thank you in advance. You don't have to show us because it's scary, like it's real life scary, what this world is and the things that we're experiencing and we have to overcome. So your ebo is important. Every time we make ebo, Eshu has promised us, and trust me, the Orishas don't betray. They don't betray. They don't take your money and not do it. They don't take your ebo and don't do what they're supposed to do. Can you differ and skip ebo for one time because of money shortage? No, no, no. Now, let me explain to you how that works. You make ebo, and for some certain financial reasons, you are not able to meet the obligation of that ebo at that time. Now, your Ori and your Eleda understands where you are. Please keep tapping on your screen. Your Ori understands where you are, understands what you have at this time. True, it's a lifestyle. Yes, thank you very much, Spiritual Soul Spa. Your Ori understands where you are right now, understands your bank account, understands your financial obligation. So if you are not able to do it right now, genuinely because you cannot afford it, there's nothing anybody can do about that. Babalawo is not going to ask you to go and steal or lie somewhere to get the ebo done. Now, there are some times that the ebo is specifically stated that it should be done immediately, as soon as possible. In such situation, I beg you, with everything you hold there, treat it like a medical emergency and find a way. When we have medical emergencies, when our dependents have medical emergencies, we will cross oceans. We will go to the sun and back, if it's possible, to fix it. When Ifa says that that ebo is very compulsory, there is an etutu that we call etutu ejila shebora. For those of you that know that etutu, some babalawos will not close their Ifa until you make that etutu that day. If that type of etutu comes up for you, or anyone that has been said that you need to do it as soon as possible, treat it like your life depends on it, like it's your next breath, like that is the thing that is going to save you, and make it, do it. Because most of the time, I have been on this journey for 10 years. I have walked people publicly on this Ifa journey for 7 years. And I will tell you that most of the time when people say, I cannot afford it, it's not that they cannot afford it. They are telling you that I cannot squeeze out of my regular plan to do it. It's not real most of the time. Yes, there are times when you cannot outrightly afford it. You have exhausted your credit. You can't go borrowing anywhere. You don't have nothing. You can barely even feed yourself. Such cases are understandable. But most of the time, oftentimes are not. It's not that you cannot afford it. It's because it is out of your schedule. I have other things to do that are already planned. Treat your ebo like it is a medical emergency, because trust me, that is your health. That is your spiritual health. But if you can outrightly not afford it, Ifa is not going to hook your neck because of that. The Orishas are not going to hook your neck because of that. Your Ori understands where you are. Go back and make prayers to your Ori. What's the question on YouTube? Yes, ebo goes a long way, definitely. Ebo goes a long way. And that is why, as we come into the practice of Ifa and Isheshe, you know, the way you set money aside for your bills, for your rent, for your subscriptions, for your insurance, for whatever it is, for mortgage, for groceries, for food, for your school fees, whatever it is you are doing, the same way you set money aside because it is compulsory, set money aside for ebo because it is compulsory. You cannot come into Ifa and say, I do not have the money for ebo. You know you are going to make ebo. It's like an African that is going to the hospital and is saying, I didn't know that the doctor is going to charge me. We don't have free healthcare here. It's like an African person that gives birth to a child and says, I didn't know that I'm going to pay school fees of the child. I don't know if free education still exists in the country where I reside. These things are things. It's like a woman is pregnant for 9 months and then she's saying she has not bought clothes. 9 whole months. If you could not afford it, you will beg for baby clothes. People see you pregnant, they know that you need it. So don't come to Ifa and say, I did not know that. No. People will not literally say, I didn't know I was going to make able. I don't have the money for it. This is what we do here. This is what we do. You don't go to a choir practice and say, I don't have the voice to sing. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? So make it a compulsory part of your life. I tell my followers, put out money for it. Whether you have a reason for it or not, thank you for that gift. Who is that person? Whether you have money, you have a tutu that you have to do or not, whether you have ebo that you have to do or not, put money aside for it. Keep it somewhere. The ebo day will come. We all know that. Make a contribution. All of you doing a susu here and there. Make contribution for your spiritual health too. Make contribution for it so that the days when it comes and Ifa says you have to do it now, you already have where you are keeping that money. Some of my clients do it with me. Every month they send in a certain amount. The moment they have to do a divination, an ebo come. Before I even have to call them and speak to them, they already have their ebo savings. I take out of it, I do their tutu ebo, and I send them what has to be sent. Can you tell me more about Awofako? What's that? Sorry, if you don't put Ami on Yoruba words, it's difficult to pronounce because it can mean so many things. The sound is what makes it a word. Or if you can just give a little explanation of where that word came from. If not, you can send the message via WhatsApp and then say it in Yoruba, say it in a voice note so that I will understand. Ishefa and Itefa. Itefa is that initiation that brings you to Ifa, okay, gives you your purpose in life. That's the divination where Ifa tells you your purpose in life, your Odu, that contains everything that you are here to do, literally. And that is, for lack of better words in English, people call it Ifa initiation, but I don't want to call it Ifa initiation. It's not an Ifa initiation. It's Ishefa, is what it is. If you can pronounce French words and have the meaning in your head without trying to translate it to English, is what it is. So Itefa is that divination that brings you officially into a connection with Ifa. Itefa has to be done in person. Ishefa is done in absentia. That's the difference between the two. Please post the WhatsApp number. Somebody is asking, can you dafa for me? Yes, we do Idafa, Ifa divination. We do Itefa. We do Ishefa. We sell spiritual products that is made from herbs and spiritual items, herbs and elements of the universe. We sell herbal health products. Yes, I'm a licensed traditional medicine practitioner by the Federal Ministry of Health in Nigeria. So yes, I'm what you call a traditional doctor, medically, like pure medicine, pure traditional medicine. So if you need medicine, traditional medicine for any ailment, in whatever form it comes, from your reproductive health to every other health in between, yes, you can get that. Divination, Itefa, Ishefa, yeah. So the number is showing on the screen. So I will admonish you. We have a system in Ifa, and it is called Bring Your Ebo. Eshu accepts it and fixes it. Please don't call, just drop a message. After the live streaming, just drop a message. I would attend to everybody one by one because there are always like a long line of people, waiting in WhatsApp. So you come with your ebo. You should accept your ebo as the intermediary between you and Awajogun. It's the intermediary between you and every spirit force. Eshu takes your ebo and uses it to fix where it is supposed to be fixed. It's like your stocks manager, okay? Your stocks manager takes your money and then looks for the best stocks and then he puts it. You don't have to bother about which is going high, which is going low. You have given him the responsibility. All you have to say is, take my money based on your experience and expertise, put my money into the best place. Remove it when it's no longer the best. So we give our elbow to Eshu, and Eshu fixes it. And whether you are getting the physical manifestation or not, just understand that Eshu has received it. Now, there are some very special cases. Is that okay? That you might be doing something. See, as you are giving your elbow, it's storing up, it's piling up, it's storing up for positive reasons. But some people are on some certain journey. Like I said, what you are fixing in your past, what you are fixing on behalf of your ancestors is huge. It's a lot. And it might take time to fix. I'm working a certain client through something right now. And man, I just cannot wait for that client to see the other side of light. Because the ancestors that came to him, with him, to fix their lineage, is like he's doing the work of 300 ancestors at the same time. Literally. He's constantly giving a ball and not a single change. But when we check, things are being fixed in the background. Things are being fixed. His ancestors visit him, tells him this is this, that is that, this is this, that is that. He's the only one that they are speaking to. It's crazy. Some people's lives are like that. He's the only one in his lineage that they seem to trust with all of this. And a lot has been messed up. Thank you so much. A lot has been messed up, and he's fixing them one by one. Physically, it is draining. And I believe that's one of the reasons that the ancestors directed him to someone like me, because he's been to so many places. Why are we doing this and it's not working? But there's something that keeps repeating in every divination he does. Egungun. Egungun is the Orisha of the ancestors. It keeps coming out in every divination that he does. It is there. And I told him, I said, relax, just relax. They are calling you for these things. You are doing these things. When the physical glory and the physical results come, it's you. So some people are just choosing like that. The ebos and etutu they are giving is not for their own life alone. No. They are giving ebo and etutu to fix generations. To fix generations. So I'm begging you, make better choices in this life, so that when you also become an ancestor, you will not be looking for people's innocent children to take over their body, to be able to fix what you did in this life that was not right. Because it's kind of not fair. It's a privilege for the ancestors to count you worthy, but sometimes it can be physically and financially draining, really draining. And some of you will come back into this life yourself to come and fix it. And that time, life will be looking somehow. Some people, the life that they are living now, the plenty ebo and it that they are doing now that is not accepted, they are here to fix shit that they messed up. But if you look at people physically, you cannot know. You can't know if this person is reincarnating someone. You can't know if this person is coming back to life again to fix things. We all just look at it at the surface and say, why is the ebo and it is not working? It's not a general thing, specifically on your line. But whichever place you find yourself, I need you to be encouraged that your blessing is here now. Ashe, it is done. Is that okay? Thank you so much for staying on this live streaming for today. Let's see. Do we have any questions about ebo and etutu? Do we have any questions about ebo and etutu? If we do have any questions, please let me know. If you have any question on Eshu, let me know. Please, as you have done your Ifa, you have done your Itefa, and you have come to Ifa, they give you Eshu. Take care of your Eshu. Your Eshu is the most important Orisha that you have after your Orio. Take care of your Eshu. Eshu is the one. Renew your relationship with Eshu for all, and tell Eshu that that time I did not have sense. I did not have sense. Now I've come to you. I have sense now. What's the benefit of having your own Ifa? Having your own Ifa is doing Itefa. The first benefit is for you to know your purpose in life. So when we say what's the benefit of something, we start by explaining what that thing is. What is Ifa? Ifa ni ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín. Ifa is the witness of your destiny. Your destiny is your purpose in life. Ifa ni atórí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe. Ifa is the one that fixes the destiny that is not perfect, that is not, meaning that he first of all witness your destiny and is going to tell you what it is. Then secondly, when you now look at that destiny and you say, why will my destiny say you have children very easily, you have money very easily, but when it comes to husband and wife, you have a problem? I cannot go about with that type of destiny. Or your destiny says, you will struggle with this certain thing in life, or you will struggle with this certain illness. Then you come to Ifa and say, come, you are the one that brought the news and come back. How are we going to fix this thing? But you cannot leave me like this. I can't remember the day I picked this, but if you say this is what I picked, I've accepted you because you are truth and life. How then do we fix it? Then you will meet the side of Ifa that is called Atori Eniti Osunwonshe. Then Ifa will fix it. Then you now have this destiny and you're like, how do I go about it? I get this is where I'm going, but what is the direction? Then Ifa says, hey, I'm here. I'm the GPS of life. Ifa says, Emini afini monomo araye. Then you meet the part of Ifa that is your guide, that guides your steps. From these few points of mine, have I been able to convince you why you should have your Ifa or not confuse you? Accurate timekeeper, did I try? Co-debaters and big and fellow judges and panel and whatever it is we have on this platform. Panel of judges. Have I been able to convince you and not confuse you that it is good to have your Ifa? So in summary, in a little bit of summary, that is why you should have your own Ifa. This is a point where I'm going to address and readdress a video I saw. What's the question? Is it good to leave your Ifa with your babalawo? First of all, leave your Ifa in the place that is best for your Ifa. You understand? Leave your Ifa in the place that is best for it. Now, that is relative to each person. Some of you, your house right now, your place of residence and abode right now is not conducive for your Ifa. You live with people that know. Please type out the WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you. You live with people that know nothing about Ifa. You have to be hiding it. Then you stand a risk of them seeing it one day and say, hey, they've brought a demon into the house. In Jesus' name, oh fire, oh, bring the anointing on, bring the water. Then they smash your Ifa on the floor and they break it. If that is the kind of environment you are, why would you want to have your Ifa with you? No. If you are living with your partner and they are not open to African spirituality and they are totally opposed to it, there is no point taking it into your house and go and prove a purpose. Except Ifa expressly states after your Ifa that it has to be with you. Then you have to apply wisdom on how to keep it. But you will not carry Ifa into your husband's house and now be saying, hey, this is what I want. You have to want it. Then your marriage will break. You're on your own. No, Ifa is not the one that broke your marriage. It's lack of sense that broke your marriage. Because your Ifa can sit well, pretty, and celebrated in your Babalawo's house. Is that okay? So your Ifa should be in a place that is best for it per time. Either your place or your Babalawo's place. But some people by default, they just want to leave the responsibility to the Babalawo. That's why they don't take it. No, no. If your environment is conducive, take your Ifa with you. By default, your Ifa is supposed to go with you. It is your Ifa. That is why it is called your. Emphasis on Y-O-U-R, your Ifa. So if it can be with you and is convenient, take it with you. But if it is not, leave it with your Babalawo if you trust them. But first question is, why would you even go and do it Ifa with the Babalawo you don't trust? So I assume you trust them. So you leave it with them. And then, but if somewhere along the line, that relationship is not doing well again, just stylishly ask for your Ifa and carry it. If you find another Babalawo Yanifa that you align with at that time, make a divination. Can I take my Ifa from here to there? Because I'm no longer feeling what they are doing there. I'm beginning to question everything. and you don't want your Ifa to be in that kind of place. So you can move it or you can have it come to you. Is that okay? Any other questions? Somebody has been posting something. Someone said how much? Please send a message via the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Does it matter if I have my Ifa but I did not the Ifa? How did you have Ifa? Who gave it to you? Where did you buy it from? You either did the Shefa or Itefa. It's either the share Ifa. Share Ifa means to consecrate. What? Share Ifa means to consecrate Ifa for you. They've consecrated it in your name. They sat down together that day to say, Lórúkọ lágbájá, ọmọ lágbájá la ṣe ń ṣe Ifá yìí. Go through the ceremony with your name. They named that Ifa after you. Literally personalized it with your name. That's when it becomes yours. It's not something you just go into the market to buy. It's not, you see it on YouTube. What's there? It's palm kernel nut. Oh yeah, let me go and buy mine. How many is in that person's own? You quickly take screenshot and count. It's 18. You go and buy it, then you put in your house, and it's now making video. This is my Ifa. Ifa has told us this morning that ọ̀gbẹ́ni èkùrọ́ ló wà ní bóòlù tó gbé dání yẹn. Tó bá ṣe tán kó pa kó jẹ. Tó yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kó fi mu gàrí. Ó máa lọ dáadáa pẹ̀lú omi tútù. That's not Ifa. So if you have not done Ìṣẹ̀fà or Ìtẹ̀fà, you do not have Ifa. Simple. You just have a celebrated bowl where you have put palm kernel nuts. And I will advise you, before that palm kernel nut gets bad, break it and take it with gari and cold water. Add like 2-3 cubes of sugar. You will sleep well. Maybe if I cannot appear to you in the dream and tell you, go the right way. So you come and do it, Epha. Any other questions, please, on YouTube? You want to fully start your journey. What's the first step to take? The first step to take is send a message via WhatsApp to Yanifaiwa. And then, because I don't know what part of the journey you are, so I can't give you, this is the lay down of everybody's journey. Like I said earlier on, we are on different parts of our journey. So you want to send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. It would also be in the comment section of this video. Check the description box of this video. You will see the WhatsApp number there. Send a message and say, Yanifa, I've come to Ifa. How do I start? Do you do consultation? Yes. Send a message via the WhatsApp number. Like I said earlier, we have a program called Now That I've Come to Ifa, What Next? Step by step of where you are. So when we list all the steps, maybe you are on step 5, you just continue from step 6. Some of you are on step -13, then we carry you to 0, and then you start from 1. Some of you are probably on step 9, safe, and you don't know, and you just continue. So, YouTube question. Such as Egbe. Okay. Please, can you repeat that question? Are some given? Okay, you see this English that we, some of this English, I don't like to use it. Hand of Ifa, or Ifa, literally put in English, but I think I understand your question. So if I understand your question means, take for instance, you are doing your Egbe initiation. Can you also be giving, a part of Ifa, which is like, when you do your Ishefa, you have a part. Then when you now do your Itefa that it goes to Igbodu, they give you the complete thing. I believe that is what you're talking about. Can it be done? Now, Egbe is a different thing. Orisha is a different thing. Ifa is a different entity. That tripod is what your life stands on. Literally like this. When Yoruba says, Arometa ti o ki n dobe. Oh yeah, we have one. We have another one. Please, where is number 3? Let's have number 3. So you see how you have a tripod. 3. Give me the empty bottle of that drink. Let's do free advert for Coca-Cola. Here, right here. So you see how you have 3 tripod stand, and you have 3 things like this, and it stands conveniently and it doesn't fall. The 3 tripod of your life is your Ifa, your Orisha, and your Egbe. Very important 3. So and they are separate things. People can do their Egbe initiation without doing it Efa or Ishefa, without having any hand of Ifa. You can do your what we call one feed the Egbe lele, one shoro Egbe, one doshu Egbe. You can do it without doing your Ifa first of all. But if you want to follow the pattern that is best for you, the first thing is to do your Ifa so that you would know what your Odu is, your purpose, your direction. It will tell you what your Orisha is. Then you move next or further to do either your Egbe. Thank you so much for that gift. Happy Friday to you too. You will go further to do your Egbe or your Orisha, whichever one. And some people do it all together. Is that okay? What should you do if you are mounted? What do you mean by mounted? Please, can you use another word so that I understand you and I'm not making assumptions? Hold on, please. So you can do in our own place. For me, I tell people to do all three. Immediately you have done your Itefa, you have come all the way to Nigeria or come all the way to the shrine already. Do your Itefa. Whatever Orisha comes out, do the Oro of your Orisha and then do your Egbetu. You have all three. Your life is, the tripod of your life is sitting balanced. Is that okay? I hope I've been able to answer your question. What other question is with you? The person that says, what do you do when you are mounted? Please, I need an explanation of that word mounted, so I'm not making assumptions.
Will Ishefa solve some major problems in a person's life before it ever? That's
Okay.
one. Then the second question
Okay,
is,
hold on. Let me answer. The first question says, will Ishefa solve some major problems in your life before Itefa? First of all, Ifa is not a problem-solving idea. Ifa is not, Itefa and Ishefa is not to solve your problem. Somebody asked a few minutes ago, sorry, I did not respond. Let me respond to your question. The person says, what is Ifa? So before you say, how will I put it? Can this medication, Tylenol, paracetamol, whatever it is, can it solve headache before you go in for the surgery? We need to know what that thing is, first of all. Let's know what it is and the capacity that it has. So what is Ifa? Ifa is simply an embodiment of knowledge. Ifa is knowledge. Ifa is information and knowledge. Ifa ni ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè. Ifa is the words out of the mouth of Olódùmarè. Olódùmarè is the divine and supreme being. For lack of better words, Olódùmarè is what you loosely define as God, that divine and supreme being. So the words of Olódùmarè to us on this life, he's the one that, Olódùmarè, they are the one who created the heaven, the earth, everything in between, the universe and whatever it is that life is today. So the words of Olódùmarè to us is the Odu Ifa, that is Ifa. Ifa ni afinimọ̀nà aráyé. Ifa is the one that guides you through life. Ifa is the information, the knowledge that guides you through. So Ifa is simply knowledge. So now, does knowledge solve your problem? Not exactly. Knowledge just makes you aware of what your problem is and aware of what the solution is. You choosing to do it is where your problem is being solved. So if I give you a book to read, if I buy a book for you, a medical student's book, medical science book, does that automatically make you a doctor and fixes your F? No. You sitting down to read that book and apply what is in that book is what makes you a medical doctor, is what fixes your F to an A in medical school. So Ifa is just an embodiment of knowledge. So when they share Ifa for you, they consecrate Ifa for you. The next question should be, what is the aim of doing Ishefa and Itefa? First and most important is to find your purpose, your Odu, that Odu that you will work with, that information. You have come to Ifa to find information about yourself. So before you do your Itefa, yes, Ishefa can give you some information to work with, some knowledge to work with in your life. Now, when you get that knowledge, you now start to apply it. That is where the solution comes. People say knowledge is power. I have disagreed for decades. Knowledge is not power. The application of knowledge is what is power. Knowledge just gives you access to power. If you don't apply it, you are as good as the person that knows nothing. So the application of that knowledge that Ifa is, when you do your Ishefa, your Itefa, and Odu is given to you, sit down to understand that Odu, to read it, to understand it, to apply it to your life. Then is when there will be solutions. So can Ishefa give you solutions before you do Itefa? Yes, because Ishefa will give you an Odu that will give you information and will give you knowledge, and then we have agreed that you are going to apply the knowledge, and then you will get the solutions that you need. It's as simple as that. I hope I've been able to answer your question. What's the second part of the question?
Is it possible for Ishefa to be done for someone without the person's awareness?
Without the person's awareness. Okay, here is it. You can do Ishefa for minors. You can do Ishefa for people that are not mentally sound. They are not mentally aware of their environment. You can do it Ishefa for people that are not, you cannot communicate with. So that is yes. Now, I'm explaining to you why the answer is yes. When I do it Ishefa for my minor children, you make an order and they say, hello, Shefa for you. They are not aware. They don't know what's happening. They don't understand what's happening. You are making a decision on their behalf. Can that Ishefa be done? Yes. Excuse me. Can it be done? Yes. But you are under an obligation when you can communicate with them and they can understand. You are under an obligation to explain to them that this and this has been done for you on your behalf for this purpose. But can people be in situations where they are not aware? Or maybe it's better not just to even tell them. It's better for you not to tell them. Because if you tell them, it's not like they're going to say, oh, I agree. But they need it. If I says they should do it, yes, you can go ahead and do it for them. But if you just deliberately decide to keep the information from someone, they can be communicated with, they are open to it. You just decide to hold somebody's destiny in your own hand and decide to go ahead. I don't see the reason why you should do that. But can it be done in situations where communication is not? There's some people that are not mentally balanced. They're in the mental homes, and you are seeking solutions for them. And if I says, hello, Shefa Femi, immediately. Sometimes if I will even say, go and do it Efa for them, and they are not mentally balanced, they are not aware of what is going on. And if I says that is the solution, you will still do it for them. So yes, it can be done, but you are under an obligation. If you do that for somebody, as soon as it is right for you to explain it to them, please, you have to explain it to them. Any other question? TikTok has some questions. Did you catch those questions? He says, yeah, yes. He says, what happened if I haven't fed my Ifa for almost 2 years? What happens? What happens? Or what is supposed to happen? What's supposed to happen is go and do what you have not done. Like right now, like go and make peace with your Ifa and go and fix what you have not done. Okay. So if you are here right now, you have abandoned your Ifa somewhere. Now, today, like this moment after this live streaming is off, is when you are supposed to reach out to where your Ifa is and do what you are supposed to do. Make peace with your Ifa and do what you're supposed to do. But what has happened before today, so many things can happen. No? I cannot tell you this is the consequence for abandoning. It can come to you in any way. It can happen in any way. It's not a fixed thing. But irrespective of what has happened, how do you fix it and move forward is what we are supposed to be talking about, which is go back and make peace with your Ifa immediately and do those obligations, because you came into a commitment. Like I was explaining to the lady that says, why do we have beads? It's a symbol of commitment. Like your ring is a symbol of commitment. So you don't come into a commitment with somebody and abandon them. So if you have married a wife or you married a husband that you abandoned them for 2 whole years and you never spoke to them, the moment you realize that what you have done is wrong, you go back to fix it, to make peace, to apologize, to seek their forgiveness. to undo the wrong that you have done and fix it. So you don't come into a commitment to Ifa and abandon it. So when you are coming to Ifa, is a commitment. You are not just coming to take from Ifa. The moment you have done Ishefa, Itefa, it's a transaction. It's both ways. It's a two-way communication. It's a two-way street. And you have to make sure that you are playing your part. Let's see if no pill to take. It's oneness. No shortcut. Exactly, no shortcut. Find your old one, apply and enjoy the results. Yes. So let me see any other question. Hi, can I share IFA and travel with it? I mean, take it abroad where yes, I answered that. By default, your IFA is supposed to be with you. By default, it is your IFA. It's supposed to be with you by default. So yes, you can. But as you're taking it away from your babalawo, ask them, when I take these things with me, what am I supposed to do with it? How do I fulfill my obligations? How do I make my ose? Your babalawo that did your ishefa for you would explain all of those things. But yes, you can take it. My name is XYZ. Nothing good is coming your way. Why, ma? Please send a message via WhatsApp. Send a message via WhatsApp. Please, can somebody post the WhatsApp number? Royal Art is busy at the moment. Please, ma. Did you catch thief? They stole. Send a message via the WhatsApp number. The person that wants to catch the thief that stole their gold, and the person that says nothing good is working for them, send a message via WhatsApp number. I think for me, because I'm afraid and alone. How did we get to this afraid and alone? What were you saying before? What were you saying before? Sorry, I don't quite follow. Any other question? Ours is a journey, not a sprint. Exactly. It's a journey. It's a journey from one person to another. Ifa is not juju. Somebody says, oh, I want to do juju. Oh, I won't do juju for the person. Oh, is that the person that they said they stole your gold? You want to do juju for the person? Please don't come to me, because I'm not a nice person like that. Because I will tell you the truth. The truth is not nice. I will tell you the truth as it is. So if I'm not ready to hear the truth, please don't come to, because you will not like me. Somebody still contacted me yesterday after live streaming. Person was expecting that as an Iyanifa, you are supposed to. I don't do it. I say what Ifa says the way Ifa says it, blunt and right and direct. So from just by reading that message, I'm getting messages from spirit about that your situation with the gold. And trust me, to a very large extent, if we decide to throw out anything spiritually, 8 out of 10 of it is going to hit the person that has that gold. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You might not want to send me a DM because you might not want to hear the truth. I'm not here to tell you what you need to hear or to do what you want me to do. I'm here to do what Ifa has asked me to do in the way that he has asked me to do it. And that might not really be nice for you, so the choice is yours. But if you choose to, can somebody, I want to do consultation about my life, send the message via WhatsApp number. Auntie Lande, thank you. I just pinned the WhatsApp number on my screen, posted by Lander Cruz. I just pinned the WhatsApp number. Reach out on WhatsApp. Yeah, thank you for saying that. Reach out on WhatsApp, please. I don't understand Yoruba, and I got initiated through my ex-girlfriend's family. Okay, you did your itefa. Please use that word. I did my itefa. It's not an initiation. It is called itefa. That's just what it is. So you did your itefa and you don't understand Yoruba. Okay. What exactly do you need help with? If it's a personal one, send a message via WhatsApp. If it's general one, just ask your question. Somebody says, yes, you can be a Christian or any religion and still go into Ifa. Yes, Ifa doesn't have anything to do with a religion. You can be a Christian, you can be whatever it is. Ifa welcomes everybody to its mat. But I always say this, by the time you come to the knowledge of Ifa and you apply it and you start to see the difference in your life, nobody will tell you to drop what is not working. Nobody will tell you to drop it. You are the one that will drop it yourself, because you look at it like, why am I wasting my time on something that is not producing results when this is better? You understand? So yeah. The WhatsApp number is now pinned on the screen. Thank you. Eku Ojumo saying no. Today we are no more, and I want to go and pick up my IFA, but I'm scared. Oh, you are no longer okay. Your ex-girlfriend. Now I get your question. So your IFA is there. Please, that person that is asking, is it Itefa you did or Ishefa? Itefa means you went into Igbodu. You went into Igbodu. Ishefa, you didn't go into Igbodu. So I need to know which one you did so that I will know how best to advise you. How often can one do consultation? Everything being equal. I mean, time limit. Yeah, you're supposed to do your divination every ose, every week in Yoruba, not the 7 day a week Gregorian calendar, the four days a week Yoruba calendar. Or every Oseifa, you are supposed to do a divination again. Some people do their own every day. I do my own every day. I do my Ifa divination every day. I want to know what Ifa has for me as a person for each new day. Some people do their own every 5 days, but generally it's Ose. They said Beni Sheri, Olale Maribe, Lomu Babalawo Da Ifa ni Orun. The way today is, tomorrow might not be like that. That is why a Babalawo does his divination every Ose, every 5 days, which makes a week. But today we say bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe rí ọ̀la lè má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló mú babaláwo dífá ojoojúmọ́. Ifá ojoojúmọ́ là ń dánsìn, kò ń ṣe fá ọrọ̀rún mọ́. We do it every day because this life has become, today is this, tomorrow is like, how did we get here? Yeah, so, but if you cannot afford to do it, like I said, everybody is at different points in their journey. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Ifa is not that strict and rigid. Some of you are at a point where you can only afford to do your divination once a month, once a week. I'm speaking Gregorian calendar, normal everyday calendar. Some of you twice in a month. It depends on you. But generally is every Ose. It looks like after 11:30, some people start to come in to the chat. And yes, people come in 11:30, okay, your time. 11:30, your time. Okay. You are echoing. Oh, sorry about that. Why is it echoing? Please, ma, how often is one supposed to appease their Orisha? On the Ose of your Orisha. Every Orisha has Ose. Like today now is Ose Shogo, Yemoja, Oya. So whichever Orisha, just find out the day, the Ose. The Ose is not a fixed day. It's not like because today is Ose Shogo, is every Friday. Yoruba calendar is different. Oh, is that okay? If you want to know what day of the week is for different Ose, what Ose day is for different Orisha in our own calendar, send a message and join the global Ifa community. We've posted the one for September day. Every month we'll be posting it. Every month we'll be posting it so that you will know which Orisha is for which day, and then you make the Ose. Can you take your Ifa to another Oluwo? Okay, I think I answered that before. If for some reasons that is best for you and your Ifa, you have to leave where you are before, yes, you can take it somewhere else. It is your Ifa. But before you leave the people that did your Itefa for you, don't go there and fight. Emma lọ fìbínú gbé Ifá, wọn fìbínú gbé Ifá. Don't go there and carry your Ifa out of anger. Find a very good way. I just walked one of my clients through that journey. The Oluwo that did the Tefa for him is his uncle. It took wisdom of Ifa. That's one of the reasons where I can tell you I experienced the wisdom of Ifa and the guidance of Ifa. Ifa carefully directed us until he was able to get his Ifa out of there, and then he took it where he wanted to take it to. So yes, you can, but please apply wisdom. Between 7 a.m. and 7:30 your time, it looks like, yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you very much. It's 9 a.m. here. I know. I'm not Yoruba, but Obatala name keeps coming up in my thoughts throughout since yesterday and this morning. Please send a message via WhatsApp and do a divination. Let's find out what message Obatala is trying to give to you. The WhatsApp number is now pinned on the screen. The WhatsApp number is now pinned on the screen. If you're on YouTube, when is Ose Obatala? It's not a fixed day. It changes because the day in Yoruba calendar is 7 days. The day in the English Gregorian calendar is 7 days a week. In our own is 4 days a week. So it cannot be the same Tuesday, Thursday. It will change. You understand? So if you want to know what that is, I have said, join the global IFA community. It will be posted there. Just send the message via WhatsApp. Mrs. O Forever Eshe, what time can I call you? Drop a message on WhatsApp. Drop a message on WhatsApp. The person that said he wanted to go and carry his Ifa from his ex-girlfriend, you have not responded to me. Oh. Did you do Ishefa or Itefa? Which one did you do? So that I'll be able to explain to you how to go about it. Which one did you do? Which one did you do? Any question on YouTube? There's a comment. After that, hello, good morning. How are you doing? Elaboro, elaboyo. Good morning, Ken Wizard. Oh, exactly. You just explain the solution. You come to do your Itefa. While you are doing your Itefa, you ask questions. I always tell my clients that are coming to do their Itefa, I say before that day, I prep you. We have a prep program. In that prep program, I tell you everything that you are supposed to do on your part to prepare you based on your own life and your journey. So as you have come to your Itefa, you have done all your prep program to get to that point, and then you play your part. A combination of you and Ifa is the winning team. That's why we say on Odrifa Iworimeji, it says, Ifa tejumo mi ko wo mi ere, eni oba tejumo ohun lo lowo. So emi tejumo fa, Ifa no tejumo mi. I've set my focus and my gaze on Ifa. Ifa too set his focus and his gaze on me. And what happens? Irebugo. Every blessing you can ever think of is what sparks from the combination of that two. If you are currently not capable of giving your Ifa what it asks for, can you give it something else? You will ask Ifa if Ifa can take something else. Let's normalize asking Ifa questions about our life. If they say, Elofi elede boy Ifa, and you cannot afford elede, you will now ask the Babalawo to say, I cannot afford it, to help me ask Ifa if Ifa can take chicken for the meantime. Is Ifa that will say, oh yes, bring the chicken, because I'm not the one that decides what Ifa. So if I tell you, go ahead and give chicken to your Ifa, and it doesn't accept it, you have wasted money. Money you are supposed to gather together to be able to afford elede. You just did Sarah. How much is divination? Send the message via WhatsApp number, please. There are different forms of divination. There are different types. Please, can you post WhatsApp number? Thank you. Good morning, Ifa Elaboyo. Well done. Ifa Gbewa, Isheshe Agbewa, Ekusheo. Welcome, Deaconess Olubumi. We have a deaconess in our midst. Deaconess Ekushe Oluwa. Ekushe Oluwa. Awomole Jesu nko. How is everybody doing in the house of Jesus? Any other questions before we wrap up? Please, where is the WhatsApp number? It has been pinned on the screen. I will pin it again. Hey, that person that left his Ifa in his ex-girlfriend's house, and I want to help the person. The person is not saying anything again. I hope they get the WhatsApp number and they can send a message to WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now. Can you see it? In absence of any other question, we can call it a wrap. We can call it a day. On episode 25 of Ashe for today, we just concluded and we delved into the Odrifa Ogunda Irete. Ogunda Irete was the Odrifa for today, and that Odu talked about which Orisha did the Odrifa for today talk about? Kia, 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 ni, kia, kia, before we make Iwure. Special Iwure for all my gifters. Don't worry, I'm coming for you. Ajay has a special blessing for all my gifters today. Today. Special Iwure for all my gifters. Ogunda Irete is the name of the Odu. Ogunda is one word. Irete is one word. Which Orisha did Ogunda Eshu? Elegbara. YouTube, we're back. Thank you. Eshu. Elegbara. YouTube, we're back. Thank you. Eshu, Elegbara, Eshu is the Orisha that we talked about today. You missed that. Yeah, you can catch a replay on YouTube if you missed this. The YouTube channel is Yanifa Iwa TV. We have Ifa Lashugbo and others. I'm a deaconess, but I follow our Ifa. My old is Irete Meji. Yanifa deaconess. Me ò ní pé Yanifa ni you. Me mo ko tó ń jẹ́ deaconess. Yanifa ni you are Yanifa. As far as are concerned, you are Yanifa or Yalorisha. You will offend méjèèjì. Deaconess, please, can that deaconess send me a message? I really want to talk to you. I don't know why I feel like talking to you. Deaconess, Ejo, send a message via WhatsApp. Send a message via WhatsApp. Can you tell me more about Okonro-Ogbe? Yes, go to the website of Ifa College. You will find the information that you need there. Can you tell me more about Okonro-Ogbe? Send a message via WhatsApp number. Deaconess, please send a message via WhatsApp number. Eshema, send a message via WhatsApp. Eshe. Yanifa, Yalorisha, Deaconess. Thank you very much. Are we done? Is there any other questions? Do we have any other questions on Ifa? Do we have any other questions? After I done. YouTube, sorry, we don't know what happened today. Network was just messing us up. Yeah, it's back. Network was just messing us up back and forth. So we are in the I'm deciding to show you this so that you know what's, because someone come here and say, that person that is speaking English, she's just reading Ifa from us from a book. How are you sure she's an Yanifa? That's Egungun right there, the Orisha of our ancestors. You see the Opa Egun there. That's Obatala behind there. This is Ifa for my family members. That's Kwegbe there for different family members and clients. That's Igba Ogboni, Igba Edo, Igba Ajibola. That's it there. That's Egbe there. You see that one that is hanging on the wall? That one that is hanging on the wall. That's some ship level spiritual powers. Don't worry. So we have the Okwashun. Can you see the Okwashun there? So we are, it's real business we are doing. YouTube. How do I do it? How do I do it? Okay, so we are about to make our, if you don't have any other question, where are you located? Nigeria. You want to send a message, just send it via WhatsApp. I'm not going to type my address in a public place. So when you ask that question, it's interesting. I don't know how to answer it. I'm in Nigeria. If you need anything, send it via WhatsApp. The state I am depends on the state that you need help from. If you come to me and Ifa says you need to do something in Oshun, you will meet me at my shrine in Oshogbo. If you have to do something that requires us to go to Ijebu-Ode, particularly if you are doing anything herbal, you will meet me at my shrine there. If you want to do it Epha, you will meet me at my shrine in Ekiti, or the one in Oshogbo, or the one in Ijebu-Ode. So where I am part-time depends on what I'm doing. So you are the one that will send a message via WhatsApp, and then we know what you need. Then we know where to send. You understand? A spiritualist is not someone that just sit down in one place. Or I am not that spiritualist that just sit down in one place and hoping that people will meet me there. So any other questions before we continue? Any other questions before we continue today? Any other questions before we continue with our Iwure? Iwure is the last thing. Udefa be Udefa. Please, don't use it, Sha. It's not your own. You understand? It's not your own. That Ifa and everything around it was consecrated for the person, in the name of that person. Can the person can you give Ebo through your brother's Ifa? Yes, you can. If you do not have your own Ifa and you make Ebo, you will, and you are required to make Ebo, you will use somebody's Ifa. That one is certain. But it is not your own. Get your own Ifa, simple like that, so as to avoid a lot of stories that touch. To avoid stories that touch, just stick with your own Ifa. Any other questions? YouTube, okay. No other questions. All right. So for those of you that are on YouTube, let me just do something real quick. So we are going to make our iwure. Now I need to show you something. Those of you on YouTube, when we are here making iwure, we are in what we call ile ashe. Ile ashe means the powerhouse from which our ashe is established. All of these orishas you are looking at here, they are witnessing everything we are doing, from Egungun at that side to Obatala there to the to Ajibola Iyami, Ajibola Edo, Ajibola Ogbodora, to our Ifa, to the Egbe at that side, to Oshun at the back there. Ogun is there, Orisha Eshu is at the entrance of the door. These are all the orishas and the spirits that witness every iwure that I make for you. Show us the Ile Aje. Okay, if you join me on Sunday, you will see that. When you join me on Sunday live streaming, you will see that. So these are the powers that hold our being and our existence in Yoruba cosmology, and they are present when we make the iwure. So when I make iwure for you, it's not just me saying something nice to you. Is that I've just showed you on TikTok. I did TikTok first, a longer time frame. So we are making it backed up as share with the powers and the spirits that be. Can you see those of you on TikTok? I think you can. Right. Can you? Okay, you are welcome. Now let's go into our iwure, beginning with the people that gave us gifts. Akọ́dáyé àṣèbà, àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn, Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, adúpẹ́ fún ọjọ́ òní, adúpẹ́ fún gbogbo orí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọ síbí, a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Nítorí àwọn tó yọ owó nínú owó tí wọ́n wá fi fún wa ní gift lénìí, for everybody that brought out money out of their convenience or inconvenience to support Ifa College today on this live streaming, nítorí wọn la ṣe ṣe ìwúre yìí. Ajé á wá yín wá, ajé á dúró tì yín, ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ajé nílé, ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ajé lóko, ajé á filé yín ṣelé, ajé á fọ̀nà yín ṣọ̀nà, gbogbo àdáwọ́lé yín á yọrí sí rere. Ẹ ti wá bá Ifá, ẹ ti bá owó yín, ẹ ti bá fi lo Ifá, Ifá fowó á bá yín lò, Ifá fi ajé bá yín lò. Àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á fi ọrọ̀ àti ọlá ńlá wọ́n á fi bá yín lò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọwọ́ yín ò ní kàn sàlẹ̀ àpò. Wọ́n ní àbùdí ní tolókun, àbùdí ní tọlọ́sà. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń bù á máa dín ni. Àníkún àlékún lélẹ́dùmarè máa ṣe fún yín. For everybody that gave us gifts, you have given out in one way. Ajé will open multiple sources of income to bring it back to you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. There is a particular iwure that I make. There are certain things in life that you cannot afford, irrespective of how much you try. Ajé will send people, àwọn èèyàn jankan, àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan, àwọn lórúkọ. Ajé will send them to you to help you as your helper. Ajé máa fi àwọn èèyàn tó lówó, tó lọ́lá, tó níre, àwọn olóore, àwọn aláàánú, àwọn onínúure, ajé á rán wọn sí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n nínú igbó ni orógbó ń wà, ọmọ aráyé máa ń lànà kan ni. Irrespective of where you are, ajé will meet you there. Ajé will multiply with you there. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ wá ní ṣe lásán o. Ẹ ní ṣe lásán. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà, àní ẹ ní ṣe lásán sẹ́. You are supporting the cause of Ifa. You are supporting the cause of the ancestors. The ancestors will support you. In everything you lay your hands on, they will support you. Ajé will find you and Ajé will stay with you. Ajé ògúngúlú sọ onísọ bòjì, Ajé ibi tó bá wà kó jẹ́ wa lóhùn tiwa. Tó bá wà lóko ni kó o ṣètè sáré wálé, nítorí gbogbo àwọn orí tó péjọpọ̀ lórí live streaming yìí, òun ni mo ṣe pè yín kó o wá jókòó tì wọ́n. Wọ́n sọ irú wọn, wọ́n sọ di gbá, wọ́n sọ kékeré tó ń ṣe, wọ́n sọ di ńlá. Iṣẹ́ kékeré owó ńlá òun la máa rí o. Àní báwọn ṣe àṣedànù. Ẹ ti fi owó yín, ẹ ti fi bá Ifá lò pọ̀, ẹ ti fi bá Ajé lò pọ̀. Ẹ ní ná lórí àìsàn, ẹ ní ná lórí ìdààmú. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ògún tó lànà falára á lànà fún yín. Ògún tó lànà fàjèrò á lànà fún yín. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe, á máa pọ̀ sí ni.
àṣẹ,
Wọ́n ní àtọ̀tún àtòsí lẹyẹlé fi ń kórè wá. Ọmọ aráyé á gbére ajé wá fún yín, wọ́n á gbére owó wá fún yín, wọ́n á
àṣẹ,
gbére ọlà wá fún yín
àṣẹ,
látọ̀tún àtòsí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ
Ẹ
o,
ní kábàámọ̀ nílé ayé o, ẹ ní
àṣẹ,
taṣọ àgbàmọ́lẹ̀ o,
àṣẹ,
ẹ ní bí ọmọ aráyé nínú o,
àṣẹ
ẹ
o,
ní ṣẹ̀sín, ọmọ aráyé ò ní mọ̀dí àbájọ
àṣẹ
yín.
wà,
Kò sẹ́ni
àṣẹ
tó
wà,
mọ̀dí òkun tó, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀dí ọ̀sà. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní mọ̀dí owó yín, wọn ò ní
àṣẹ,
mọ̀dí ajé yín, wọn ò ní
àṣẹ,
mọ̀dí ọlá yín láṣẹ
àṣẹ.
Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. That ìwúre was for the people that gave us gifts. So we are going to the general ìwúre for everybody. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní tẹ́ ẹ fún wa, Elédùmarè ń wò yín báyìí. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ fẹ́ fún wa tẹ́ ẹ ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àníkún àlékún òun lélẹ́dùmarè máa ṣe tiyín. Today is ọ̀sẹ̀ for Ṣàngó and ọ̀sẹ̀ for Yemọja. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kí àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́yìn. Kábíyèsí Ṣàngó, Arábámbí,
Ìbáṣọ,
Ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀yà,
ìbáṣọ,
Lógun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, Àkàtà yẹ́rìyẹ́rì,
ìbáṣọ.
iná lójú, iná nímú, iná lẹ́nu. Wọ́n níná ń bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi lọ́rùn, èéfín nìkan làwa ń gbá láyé. Alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn, Ṣàngó la fi ń kí.
Kábíyèsí o.
Kábíyèsí Ṣàngó la fi ń kí. Anywhere you hear somebody say alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn, please, it's not Jesus. Jesus ò gbàgbádá iná wọ̀. There is no alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn in the Bible. Òrìṣà Ṣàngó, Kábíyèsí Ṣàngó là ń kí. So the next time you hear somebody saying alágbádá iná, the one who's clothed with fire, tell the person àbọ̀rú àbọ̀yè o, ogun àtọyìn o, ọmọ Ifá, we are seeing you o, torí àwọn òrìṣà wa ló ń kí. And little did they know that the day they sing this song and they are venerating our Orisha, that was one of the reasons our Orisha did not parun. They were the ones that was helping us to lift it. See, Yoruba gospel artists, they have venerated our Orishas. They have praised our Orisha even more than so many of us. So we say thank you to them. We see you, Ọmọ Awo Teshin Foripamọ́ Church, Nínú Church Choir. We see you. Thank you very much for honoring our Orishas. You will find your way home one day. Ẹ má worry. I told somebody how I want to I told somebody, I said, the day we take back all the Ifa songs, all the Oriki that is in Ifa and Isheshe, Yoruba gospel artists, we have to find another job to do because what? Abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, àwọn ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, àwọn ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tell your mommy. Please don't go and tell your mommy. But the moment you hear somebody, all this our Oriki of our Orisha, the moment you hear them saying it, just look at them and say, Ogbo Atoyin sir. If they say, what is that? You see Aboru Aboye. If they say, well, no, I don't see. You just gave homage. You just made Iba to Ṣàngó. No, it's Jesus and no. Jesus has a name. He said, and his name shall be called Emmanuel. Stick with that. Lily of the Valley, Rose of Sharon. Okay, Lily of the Valley, Rose of Sharon. Go and hold on to that. Lion of the tribe of Judah, that is for you. Hold on to it. Hold on to that one. The God of Israel, hold on to that one. Go and hold on to all those ones. But alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀run. Ọba tó lọ kọrin kése, kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú Bible. Ọ̀pá tí ní kan rẹ̀ ó kọrun, kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú Bible. Kábíyèsí Olódùmarè, kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú Bible. Ọlọ́run, kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú Bible. It is not there. It is Orisha. And we are not saying you should not so continue. But ìjọ́ tí n bá ti rí yín ṣá, màá máa sọ Ifá gbè yín. Ibẹ̀ ni ìjà wa ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Kábíyèsí Ṣàngó, alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn, àṣèbà. Ọba tí ń fọba jẹ, kábíyèsí, ọba kòso, àṣèbà. Yemọja oòrùn, àrọ̀gìdìgbà, òrìṣà olú odò, olú omi, ẹ̀wùjí, alágbolódò, Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ là ń ké sí yẹn. Abiyamọ tí ìjẹ́kọ́mọ ó ṣubú, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi là ń ké sí. Afínjú obìnrin tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọkùnrin, Yemọja là ń ké sí o, a ní kí bá ṣe. Wọ́n ní ìyá mi Yemọja, òun ló ń gba ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọkùnrin ẹgbẹẹgbẹ̀rún ọkùnrin. Wọ́n lọ́kùnrin tó bá fojú di ìyá mi kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Wọ́n lókù àtẹkùn ẹ̀ ló máa lọ sí, gbogbo nǹkan tó fi ń jọ́kùnrin ló máa lọ sí. Ìbáyé mọ́já o, àṣebáyé mọ́já. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin alábẹ́nú àsásí. Ìyá mi olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin alábẹ́nú àsásí, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru. You see, when the Bible says principalities and powers, they recognize and they say rulers of darkness of this world, the one that rules the darkness of this world. In English, that means what? Olókìkí òru, the rulers. Àwọn olókìkí nígbà wo lóru, àwọn ìyá mi nìyẹn.
They know.
They know. They are in the Bible. So the moment you people are, don't worry, we are coming small to take back everything that we have. What's the meaning of Alabeno Asasi? The one that has the big under that we can hide on. Literally means a refuge that we can hide under. A refuge that we can hide under. They are the ones that cover millions of children that we can hide under them. Àwọn ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìyá mi is our mother. Ìyá is mother. My is me is my, so my mother. Àwọn ìyá mi òṣèré mọ́nìgà. Those ones that they said the kí ló pè wọ́n yẹn náà, the rulers of darkness of this world. Àwọn ìyá mi ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. But contrary to what they have you believe, they are not wicked. Àṣebà wọn ìyá mi o. Àṣebà wọn ìyá mi o. When you are saying your mother, your body is shaking. Your body was shaking. Maybe you are the daughter of your mother. Àwọn ọlọ́sẹ̀ tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́nu, wọ́n máa gbà ó láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn ìyá mi olókìkí òrun, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà. Ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀. Arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀ means the one that they wrap 200 yards of wrapper. They tie it around their waist. Yes, it will not touch the ground. 200 yards of wrapper. Yes, it will not touch the ground. It will not only touch the ground alone. They say, àwọn ìyá mi arógbaṣọ má bòtán. It will not even cover their thighs. 200 yards of wrapper. You want to try them? No, don't try them. They are not playing. Those mothers do not play. Àwọn ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà. Àṣebà.
Gaining from you, ma. Kindly pin account.
Somebody, which channel is that? TikTok. Somebody says, I'm very sorry for worshiping imported goods. Somebody said, I'm learning and gaining from you. Kindly pin your account number next live. Oh, you can send the message via WhatsApp. Send the message via WhatsApp, or they can send it to you via DM. Please, have you seen the TikTok handle? TikTok handle, okay. Somebody will send you the corporate account number so that you can be sure where you are sending money to. Ewa Herbs is the corporate account number. Thank you so much. Or you can send a message via WhatsApp. Maybe you're not in Nigeria and you need a payment details that is outside of Nigeria. Eshe Goni Adupe, the WhatsApp number is now pinned on your screen. Àwọn ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, àwọn arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀. Àwọn ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ lọ́mú. Ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ lọ́mú means with just one breast, just one, they can breastfeed 200 children at the same time. You want to try our mothers? You can't try them. You cannot. Àwọn ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, they stand on one leg and they can fight 200 people that are standing on both legs. Àwọn ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, àṣebà, àníkíbà wá ṣe. Àwọn àtẹ̀dọ̀jọ òróǹro. What's òróǹro? Òróǹro is what? I think it's gallbladder. They will eat you from your liver to your gallbladder without a surgery. They will not open you up. They look at you like this. They carry your liver, they carry your gallbladder in 2 seconds, and you are still standing there. You are forming. I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Wọ́n ti gba nǹkan tó máa gbà, wọ́n ti lọ. Àwọn ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, àṣebà, àníkíbà wá ṣe. Àwọn apanimáyọ̀dà, àwọn ìyá mi ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. What do you mean when we say apanimáyọ̀dà? The one that will unleash you without bringing a weapon. no weapon, so no evidence, no case, no charge, but they have already ended the person. That's how they fight for us. They move swiftly, very clean operation, no evidence. You go back to check for evidence, you cannot find. How do I join Ifa College? Please put the WhatsApp number on the screen. That is àwọn ìyá mi, àwọn apanimáyọ̀dà, àwọn abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, the mothers that have the wrapper to carry their children. As many children, they hold them on their back, they don't allow them to fall. Àwọn ìyá mi ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. They hold us, they are the ones that will not allow us to fall. I hope àwọn ìyá mi does not discriminate. I'm from Akwa Ibom. Ifa does not even discriminate. Ifa does not discriminate. The entire cosmology of Ifa, the entire representation of Ifa does not discriminate. If Ifa can welcome people from another continent, Akwa Ibom, you are one of us, you are our brother. You are just down there. For àwọn ìyá mi, you are just 2 seconds away. So you are welcome. Send a message via WhatsApp number. Ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru àṣèbà, ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòròmọ̀nìgà àṣèbà, ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré means the one that hears the cry of their children, the cry of her children, and she runs to their rescue immediately. And she doesn't need a car to run. She has wings. She flies swiftly. Pew, she's there. She's there to show up for us, to show up for our children. Àwọn ìyá mi òṣòròmọ̀nìgà, àwọn tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Àṣèbà. WhatsApp number, please. Mr. Royal Art, Ari, about to post a pin. Ìbá ṣe o, àṣèbà, àní kí bá wa ṣe o. Àṣèbà, àní kí bá wa ṣe o. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó dílé káàárọ̀ òjíire mú àṣèbà. The WhatsApp number is now posted on screen. Ògúnlákayé ọ̀ṣìmọ̀lẹ̀, olómi nílé fẹ̀jẹ̀wẹ̀, òláṣọ nílé fìmọ̀kímọ̀ bora. Ogun, the one that goes, his coverage is all over the world. Ogun is the Orisha for metal, for war and technology. They said olómi nílé fẹ̀jẹ̀wẹ̀. Ogun has water in his house, but Ogun prefers to bath with the blood of our enemies. Child, you are standing there, you are the hater. We don't want you. We are not your enemies. We have not picked you as enemies, but as many of you as picked us as enemies. Ogun says he prefers to bath with the blood of our enemies than the water in his house.
Watch yourself.
Imagine. We don't play here. You don't play around us. You don't play with children of the Orishas. You don't, because the Orishas do not come to play. They did not come to play. Ogunlakaye Asheba. For every time that Ogun has shown up for us, Asheba. For every ebo we have given to Ogun, and Ogun has fought our battles for us, Asheba. Ogun is the Orisha of metals. When you think of metals, think of hoes, of cutlass, of knife, of bulldozers, of tractors that makes the way, that clears the path. Ogun lo lànà falára, Ogun lo lànà fajero. Ogun is the one that opens the way, that clears every obstacle, as in levels every obstacle. Every mountain they clear, every obstacle out of the road, so that the path before you is cleared. Ogunlakaye ọ̀ṣìmọ̀lẹ̀, Ogun ajá fẹ́ni àti ní oláṣẹ. Ogun àṣèbà. Èṣù láàlú ògiri òkò. Èṣù láàlú ògiri òkò. Láàróyè àṣèbà. Somebody said, stop all this. Ifa is not meant to be used for coins on TikTok. Hey, yeah. What is Ifa meant to be used for? Please educate us. Educate us what Ifa is meant to be used for. Let me answer that question, because I like to enlighten people. Social media is a form of media that you use to propagate information. Is that okay? You put every media, either on TV or on the newspaper or on social media, it is to disseminate information. Ifa is information. And the only way the information can get to as many people is when you put it on the media. So maybe you should ask yourself, what exactly is this being used for? The reason Ifa was where it was a decade, 2 decades ago was because the information was buried and was hidden. it wasn't allowed to be propagated. Is that okay? So if you are comfortable about brands speaking about themselves online on TikTok, what exactly is the problem that you have with the knowledge of Ifa being propagated? We have to speak it before other people can hear it. And social media is one of the tools to speak it. A lot of people do not have access to go to their homes and their villages to find the knowledge of Ifa. The place where they can easily find it is on the internet, because that is where everybody is. So we will continue to use every form of media to put out the knowledge of Ifa, whether it goes well with you or not. You understand? Exactly. The reason that the name of Jesus and the name of Allah and the name of Muhammad has gone round is because they use every form of media available, including person to person. So if we are going to take Ifa back and move this, we are also going to use every form of media. Don't worry. We will soon start printing tracts. You know all those small papers that they used to print in church that they will write? We will soon start to write old Ifa and the story of Ifa inside those papers and share it. We will soon see us inside the bus saying, Elaboro, Elaboye, everybody inside this bus today, I want to make Iwure for you. For those of you that don't know about Ifa, this is what Ifa says. Go and connect to your ancestors. We will soon start doing it. If we are not uncomfortable like this, we will soon start doing it. And then the coins that people are giving. You see, money is the driving force for everything. If we are going to continue to move Ifa, just like every old Ifa says, money is attached to it. So if you do not feel comfortable that people are supporting the cause of Ifa with their money, I am really trying to understand where you stand, okay? And the people and the people that are here, because I don't understand why you feel the need to do this. Social media, please, all of you, any other social media platform that you know that we can be, please let us know. Somebody said we can also go on Snapchat. Everywhere, we will shout about Ifa there. Everywhere. And if you think that this whole live streaming is about making money, it's because you don't know me. It's because you don't know Ifa. Particularly, you don't know me. If you know the amount of influence and funds that I control in the corporate world, you will know it is not your TikTok coins that is going to take anybody anywhere. You can Google me. Is that okay? Just Google me. Go to Google and check. Who is this woman? When did she start? What does she do? By way of introduction, this is not a business. Ifa is not a business, it's a calling. Ifa College is soon to be the first accredited online private university of Ifa and Yoruba studies in Nigeria to the rest of the world. To establish a private university in Nigeria, your entrance form that you go to NUC to buy from is 10 million naira. So trust me, this TikTok coins is not the solution to our problem. It's not. And we have bought the form, we have registered interest. Under the NUC in Nigeria, it says that to float a Nigerian university, a private university, your bank has to guarantee 200 million naira. Have you ever seen me come on live streaming to say, donate money so that the 200 million naira will be complete? No, we are going to do it if I would do it. So if TikTok coins is your problem, wọ́n ní ẹjẹ́ ń sun òrìṣà mi o, ẹjẹ́ ń sun òrìṣà mi o, àìlówó sí mọ́lẹ̀ ló ń dààmú yín o, ẹjẹ́ àsun òrìṣà wa o. Let people contribute to. Oh, thank you very much. Let people contribute. Somebody just pulled up Iyanifa-Ewa on Google. Go to Google and type Iyanifa-Ewa. For better stand, type Ewa Herbs. Type my first name, find it and type it. Go to CAC and type Ewa Herbs and see the number of company that is attached to my first name on it. Then go to Company House of UK and see the number of companies that is attached to my name. Just in case you don't know, I'm the group CEO of Dami Ewa Group Limited, with companies registered in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa, in Dubai, in UK, in US. that have been running decades before I came into Ifa. So you see that one, it doesn't apply here. You are not going to come here to run your mouth like this. It's not going to happen. They came to us and told us that our Orisha is evil, and we accepted. How did they manage to do that? Because we are human beings. You lie to people, you deceive people, you manipulate people, you force them. Most of the things they initially used was force. You force people. You come to people, you calculate them, you study them, you find their weakness. Despite the fact that our ancestors were followers of Orishas, they also had their weaknesses. People were mean, people were selfish, people were greedy, and they sold their own brothers. They sold their own heritage. And then some of them went out of, they do not want to be responsible and accountable. Somebody says, I'm presenting you a religion where you do not have to make a tutu and ebo, one sacrifice for all. People will run there now. Everybody wants something simpler. So it is not, a lot of people like to say, oh, if Ifa is that strong, why were they able to take people on, why was the West able to infiltrate and do this? Ifa is not, your life is not a proof of Ifa. Ifa is what Ifa, you are the one who will choose which one that you want. So people made choices. But even in the midst of all those, we fail to always acknowledge that certain people did not give up. And that is why Ifa is here today. So yes, a lot of people left. But let's also acknowledge those that did not give up, those that kept on passing it from generation to generation, those that preserved it today after so many centuries. If people gave up on it like they will have us believe, Ifa will not be here today for you and I to be able to study and get it. So we have passed that stage. We are here now. This is the new era of Ifa. We did because we don't believe in what we see. You people will just create a fake account and be disturbing people. Don't mind them. Or don't mind them. Let's respond to them so that they will go and tell the people that send them that this Yanifa, she has sense, though she knows what she's doing. They need to understand. They need to understand. I will be glad to share the track. Don't worry, we are coming step by step. Step by step, we will get there. We have just started. You see, on this TikTok live, whatever, you know, TikTok has different levels. We will soon find Ifa content and Ifa content creators and Yanifas, devotees that come out, Babalawos. You will soon find them topping the daily chart. You have not seen it. You see the type of influence that church has, where you turn to once you open a channel for church, millions of people are there by default. We are getting there with Ifa. We are getting there with Ifa. So don't worry. DM sent. Money or okay. Please, I'm reading. I want to make sure that we have not touched on. Is it the same fake account that came to this piece here? Don't mind them. See, we know them. Clubhouse, yes. Somebody has been speaking to me about Clubhouse. I'm looking through it. I'm looking through Clubhouse. I'm trying to see the strategy we are going to use. We are going to be everywhere. So don't worry. We are coming to Clubhouse this month. We are going to be everywhere. Go and can you imagine the person here is asking me if Clubhouse is illegal? You see, the people I have here, the only thing they know is Ifa. They don't know any other thing. They don't know what's happening on social media. Clubhouse is an app where people come together. And actually, it's not club. It's not. Even in club, we will go. For those of you that are in music industry, please, we need Ifa songs that is, what's the genre? Afrobeat. Is it Afrobeat? Yes. We need Ifa songs in Afrobeat, in rap, in reggae, contemporary song for Ifa and Orisha. We need it so that they will play Ifa songs in club. So that Friday nights, when people enter club, is Ifa they are hearing there. Monday, Yanifa is in their face. Tuesday, they will see tracks. Wednesday, they will tune their TV. They will see Ifa message. Thursday, their children is coming from school to talk about Ifa. Friday, is club again for if every day is if every day we continue to shout it. People have not seen anything. I have energy, I have your time. You don't even understand what's going on. Any other question before we round up? I legit have stuff to do today, though. I always enjoy your preaching. Thank you. Ifashio. Please, ma, leave those hate. No, we are not leaving them. We need them to understand. We need information to go out so that they know that we are not playing here. Next, that person will not come to this live streaming next time. The person has received and he will not come. And he will go and tell his fellow people that avoid that woman's page because she's not playing. Our Orishas are not playing, they are not. If out to the world, yes, to the rest of the world. Did Jesus when them force our ancestors to accept? Don't mind them, Jare. I don't understand. Anyway, it's fine. Oh yeah, let's do our any other question. No other question. If I be wow, let's make our Iwuri round up. Today has been the longest we have done. Thank you very much for staying. If I be wow. Yes, you are in my DM. No, don't worry. Immediately after this, the next 2 hours, what I do is respond to messages. Kífá ọba ní ṣe, kí Elédùmarè ọba ní ṣe, ẹgbà. Àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn, kọ́ bá wa ṣe. Àní kífá ọba ní ṣe, kí Elédùmarè ọba ní ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn, kọ́ bá wa ṣe. Don't worry, we'll continue again. Maybe I might come live this evening if I'm not too busy. I might come live again this evening. You know, we'll just have a very good time. Stay in front of our Orishas, give Iba to our Orishas, make Ebo and Etutu. Ifá ọba wa ṣe, k'Elédùmarè ọba wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn, ọba wa ṣe. When we say that, what we mean is Ifa will support us and Ifa will make it happen. Our Orishas, our ancestors, they will support us and they will make it happen. Olódùmarè will support us and make it happen. Thank you so much for joining the live streaming today. Akọ́dáyé àṣèbà, àṣèbà ṣẹ̀dá, àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́ kárí ayé àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Àdáṣe ní hun mọ́, ìbà gbọ́dọ̀ hun ọmọ ènìyàn. Èmi àti yín ti wọlé lẹ́yìn àti júbà, kò ní hun wá ọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣèbà Olúbíkin, àṣèbà Ọ̀sanyìnbíkin, àṣèbà Jagunmalè, Olúwo òde ọ̀run, àṣèbà Ọ̀yìn ìyá mi ọ̀pá kí àlàkẹ́ ẹ̀yìn alágbègbè jẹ. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tí ń mọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire mú àṣèbà, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Àṣèbà orí, àṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, àṣèbà ṣẹ̀dá, àṣèbà àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá sáyé, àṣèbà ìyá wa, àṣèbà bàbá wa, gbogbo àwọn tó wà láyé, gbogbo àwọn tó ti rebi àgbáre, àṣèbà àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Àṣèbà egúngún, àṣèbà àwọn aláṣepù, àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn fáwa, àṣèbà àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀, àwọn tó tẹ̀lú ìjó, àwọn tó rìn káwa tó rìn, àwọn tó gbé awo fáwa tán ní ká máa ṣe àṣèbà. Ajíbọ́lá mi ò gbódù ọ̀rà, Ajíbọ́lá ẹ̀dán onílé mo ṣèbà, mo ní kí bá wa ṣẹ ọ. Àṣèbà àwọn olúwo, àṣèbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin olúwo, àṣekábíyèsí o. Ẹ̀yin olúwo, ẹ̀yin alábẹ́nú àsásí, ẹ̀yin àgbé màálù mi tiwotiwo, àṣèbà. Àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ìyá àbíyè, àṣèbà yín o. Lékeléké gbàràdá, àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó jábọ́, àṣèbà. Àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn kábíyèsí, gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba, gbogbo níjòyè níjòyè, gbogbo babaláwo, gbogbo ìyá nífà, bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà, àṣèbà. Àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Gbogbo wa tá a péjọpọ̀ síbí orí àtẹ́lẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ nu wa, àṣèbà. Àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Ìwúre tá a mú wá lénìí ni pé odù Ifá tá a kọ́ lénìí ó sọ fún wa nípa èṣù. Èṣù ló ń gbá ẹbọ, èṣù ló ń dúró tì wá. Láńróyè àṣèbà, wọ́n ní èṣù òun ló ń sunkún. Èṣù máa gbé ọ̀rọ̀ wa ju ẹni tó lọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Láńróyè, wọ́n lẹ́lẹ́kún sunkún, Láńróyè ń sun ẹ̀jẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ẹlẹ́kún ṣumí, Láńróyè ń ṣùfún. Èṣù láàlú, ìwúre tá a ṣe ni pé èṣù má ṣe wá, ọmọ ẹlòmíì ni kò ṣe. Èṣù má ṣe wá, ọmọ ẹlòmíì ni kò ṣe. Ẹbọ tá à ń gbé, kéṣù gbà, kẹ́gbà gbà, kó bá wa gbé fáwọn ajogun, kó bá wa gbé fáwọn òrìṣà. Kí gbogbo ẹbọ tá à ń gbé, kẹ́bọ fín, kẹ́bọ dà, kẹ́bọ dòde ọ̀run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Igúnnugún tí ń jẹbọ ọ̀ṣálú ayé kó jẹbọ tiwa. Àkàlàmàgbò tí ń jẹbọ ọ̀ṣálú ọ̀run kó jẹbọ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. káwa náà wá padà ká máa ṣẹnu rere yin awo, káwo máa yin ifá, kífá máa yin elédùmarè ọba láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ wa ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní wò wá pé kí ló dé tó ṣe ń ṣe fá, kí ló dé tá àti ìṣe ti pẹ́, òun lórin tó máa jáde lẹ́nu wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èṣù á gbè wá o, èṣù á gbẹbọ wá o, èṣù á gbè wá, èṣù á gbẹbọ wá. Bá a ṣe ń fún èṣù lọ́tí, wọ́n ní kéṣù gba ọtí yẹn kó lọ ti àwọn olóore wa gbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀n títí tó fi máa dé ọ̀dọ̀ wa. Èṣù bá wa ti àwọn olóore wa sí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn tó dẹ̀ dìde nídùúró ọ̀tá fún wa, kéṣù tí wọ́n lu Ògún, Ògún fẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn wẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹbọ tá à ń gbé wọn ò ní gà sí wa lára o. Gbogbo ẹbọ tá à ń gbé wọn ò ní gà sí wa lára o. Èṣù alájẹ á gbé ajé wá fún wa, ní ìlọ́po ló máa gbé ajé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn fún yín, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wọn á bá yín ṣe láṣepé, àwọn aláṣekù wọn á ṣe ti yín láṣepé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ìjọ téèyàn bá fojú, ìjọ tí ò rí tó bá fi ojú kan ọ̀run, ìjọ yẹn ló ń yọ. Kí gbogbo ọmọ aráyé máa yọ́nú sèmi àti yín. Ìṣọkùnrin ni ìṣobìnrin ni, ọmọdé ni àgbà ni, dúdú ni funfun ni, lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni, àfàìmọ̀ ni ṣe ni, aṣeni tán bá ní dárò ni, wọ́n ní kán máa yọ́nú sí wa ni. Oṣóolé ni àjẹlé ni kán máa yọ́nú sí wa. Ẹ̀yọ́nú Ọlọ́run bá ẹ̀yọ́nú ènìyàn òun ni kó jẹ́ tèmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo abiyamọ tó wà lórí live stream, gbogbo abiyamọ níbikíbi tẹ́ ẹ bá wà, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fọmọ dà yín láàmú. ọmọ aráyé ò ní fọmọ dà yín láàmú. ẹrù tálábíàmọ yìí tún wọn ní gbé wá kákòókan wa mọ́lẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn ọmọ tá a ti mọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn àní mọ̀ òpin wọn. àwọn ọmọ tá a ti mọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ṣé àní mọ̀ òpin wọn. àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fún wa, àní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fún wọn. lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ lọ́jọ́ ogbó wa wọn ò ní fi àwọn wọn ò ní fi wá wọn ò ní fi dà àwọn ọmọ wa láàmú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ìgbà táwọn ọmọ yẹn bá ń ṣe rere tó bá ń débi gíga láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, wọn ò ní fi wá ṣàwátì, wọn ò ní dìde ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wa. gbogbo owó gbogbo ọlá gbogbo ọlà tá a nílò láti fi gbé àwọn ọmọ wa débi gíga, ajé á fi ṣèrọ̀rùn fún wa, elédùà á fi ṣèrọ̀rùn fún wa, àwọn òrìṣà á fi ṣèrọ̀rùn fún wa. báwọn ọmọ wa ṣe ń jáde bó ṣe ń lọ, wọn ò ní jáde lékú lọ́wọ́, wọn ò ní jáde lé àrùn lọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ààbò tí Ọ̀ṣun Ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fi ń bo àwọn ọmọ yìí á fi bo gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa, á fi bo àwa fúnra wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ọmọ aráyé ò ní bọ́ bàtà ọ̀fọ̀ síwájú ilé wa o. bá a ṣe ń rìn, bá a ṣe ń lọ, bá a ṣe ń bọ̀, àní tẹ ojú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ o, àní taṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀ o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní rárìn fẹsẹ̀ sí, iṣẹ́ wa ò ní bí aráyé nú, ọmọ aráyé ò ní kọ̀ dí àìmọ̀ṣe sí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ire gbogbo ló máa jẹ́ tiwa o, látọ̀tún àtòsì ire gbogbo ló máa jẹ́ tiwa, ire gbogbo ló máa jẹ́ tiwa. ire owó ni, ire ọlá ni, ire ọlà ni, ire ọkọ ni, ire aya ni, ire ọmọ ni, ìṣẹ́gun ni, ìgbéga ni, ilé kíkọ́ ni, gbogbo ire gbogbo tó tọ́ sí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa. bá a ṣe wá ń gba ọrẹ yẹn kò ní gbọ̀n dànù lọ́wọ́ wa, ọmọ aráyé ò ní gbà lọ́wọ́ wa kó gbé pàǹdùkú lé wa lọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn tó ń ṣe pàṣípààrọ̀ ògo wọn ò ní pààrọ̀ ògo wa, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì o, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì o. ọmọ aráyé ò ní kọ̀ dí àìmọ̀ṣe sí wa fún gbogbo babaláwo, ìyá lórìṣà, bàbá lórìṣà àtàwọn àpẹtẹbí àtàwọn ọ̀yà nífá níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ìlú á máa dún fún yín. iṣẹ́ táwọn ọ̀yà mi ti yọ́nú sí ló máa gbé wá fún yín, iṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè ti parí ló máa gbé wá fún wa. bá a ṣe ń já ewé, ewé á máa jẹ́, bá a ṣe ń lọ egbò, egbò á máa jẹ́ fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe o, àní fọmọ ṣiṣẹ́ o, àní fàyà ṣiṣẹ́ o. bá a ṣe ń lù báyìí á máa dún ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. èrè tó wà nídìí iṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀ òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. lójú ẹ̀mí wa Ifá máa débi gíga, ìṣẹ̀ṣe máa débi gíga, ní gbogbo ọ̀nà tá a ti lè gbàgbé fága òun la máa ṣe. ajá rẹ̀ fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. nínú odù Ifá tá a kọ́lé ni wọ́n ní ká máa ṣẹbọ lóòrèkóòrè, ajé á fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn. gbogbo ẹbọ tá a nílò láti ṣe, ajé á fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn, orí á fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn, àwọn aláṣepù wọn á fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá ò parun lórí tiwọn, Ifá ò ní parun lórí tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo ibi tá a bá kọjú sí, ire ló máa bá wa níbẹ̀. àwa tá à ń jáde a máa kórè oko délé, àwa tá a ti lọ ìlú odi a máa kórè òkè délé, àwa tá a ti lọ tá a ti rìnrìn àjò lọ a máa kó èrè oko délé. àní kú sájò bí èéfín o, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fore wa, wọn ò ní fi ṣàpínlé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo àwọn àgbàlagbà tó wá wà nínú ilé wa wọn ò ní fàgbà wọn ò ní fi dà wọn láàmú, wọn ò ní fi àgbàlagbà nílé wa, wọn ò ní fi ṣàgbàná fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àgbó àtọ àfèrèdè jòbì àdẹni àní bá wọn rin àrìn fẹsẹ̀ sí, àní bá wọn rin àrìn lọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní wàá pẹ́ láyé, ojú ẹ̀ ò ní rí ibi ọ̀kan ló máa fọwọ́ mú, àmọ́ ní tiwa o àápẹ́ láyé ojú wa ò dẹ̀ ní rí ibi, méjèèjì la máa mú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àápẹ́ nílé ayé yìí sẹ́ ojú wa ò ní rí ibi, àní lóko ọmọ, àní lóko aya, àní lóko ọkọ lọ́rùn, àní bá wọn ṣọ̀fọ̀. kò sí bó ṣe lè kéré tó, àìsàn kéré ó tóbi ni ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi kankan náà ẹ̀ ṣe wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. èyí tá a wí lénìí àbáládá o, Elédùmarè ti fàṣẹ sí, torí wọ́n ní àbátálẹ́gàn ọmọ bá dá òun lọ òrìṣà òkè ń fàṣẹ sí, òrìṣà òkè ti gbà ó ti fàṣẹ sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. torí pé àwíṣẹ ní ti fá àfọ̀ṣẹ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà, èyí tá a tún ti wí lénìí àṣẹ ti gùn arọ ti rọ̀ mọ́, ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. àá padà wá yín awo, àwa yín ifá yín Elédùmarè ọba nítorí tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àṣẹ àṣẹ àṣẹ. Thank you very much for joining us again today. Wow, today was 3 hours at a stretch. Wow, thank you for staying. Thank you for joining. If you need to contact me for anything, just send a message via the WhatsApp number. If you need to contact, send a message via the WhatsApp number that is now showing on your screen. If you are watching a replay, the WhatsApp number will be in the description box below. Thank you so much. Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á gbè wá. Gbogbo ẹbọ tá à ń ṣe, gbogbo làálàá kòókan jọ̀ọ́jọ̀ tá à ń ṣe lórí Ifá kò ní já sásán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We are doing this for our culture, we are doing this for our heritage, we are doing this for the future. We want to normalize speaking about Ifa, hearing about Ifa, following the instructions of Ifa everywhere we turn to. We are taking over this life with Ifa. Yes, we are. If you want to learn more, just go to Ifa College website. There are different courses there for both children and adults. Ifa studies for children and adults, Yoruba studies for children and adults. As we have this Ashe for today, we have Ashe for today for kids too. It is in a very beautiful, fancy flip book on our Ifa College website. So go to Ifa College website, click on Ashe for today, pick the date, pick the age of your children, and get reading. Ifa has been broken down in a way that children would understand and would enjoy. Thank you so much for joining. If you join halfway, you miss some part of it, head over to Yanifaiwa TV on YouTube and catch a replay. It's Monday to Friday, so we have come to the end of Ashe for today for this week. But on Sunday, you will join me on the Sunday morning live streaming at 12 noon. Sunday morning live streaming at 12 noon Nigerian time, 7 a.m. on the EST, and 11 a.m. on the GMT. The rest of you calculate your time zone and join me on Sunday. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm less busy later today, we can still come on live streaming and, gist about whatever it is that Ifa says we should talk about. If, I'm not promising you, if we'll come and gist about whatever Ifa says. So until Sunday, when I come your way again, the weekend is a time to binge watch Yanifa Ewa TV. You have Netflixed enough. Go to Yanifa Ewa TV, go and watch and chill. Have a watch party with your friends, invite family members, sit down, grab a popcorn, your favorite drink, and listen to what Ifa had said to us throughout the week. This is a very good place to learn about the Odu because we pick different Odus every day. We break it down and we apply it to our everyday life. Until Sunday, when I will see you again, I remain yours. I love you, Iyanifa Awoba Nkefa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa, the founder of Ifa College, the chief medical executive at the Ewa Herbs and Fertility Center Limited, and the group CEO of Ewa Brand Limited. I think I'll be adding that to it. A graduate of computer engineering technology from the prestigious Babcock University, an MBA holder in international business and strategy, the professional certified traditional medicine practitioner under the Ministry of Health in Nigeria. Yes. But until tomorrow, yes. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.